hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. We are just about to get started here, but before we do, I have a couple of things I have to say, like I say every single session. Um, I swear I have my notes open.
Incredible.
So content warnings for this session include memory manipulation, uh fantasy violence, potential like loss of family members, um
Potential.
um and there's gonna be some character trauma. Of course, Ambrose is his own walking trigger warning, as we established at the start of session 1. Ambrose is involved. It's always going to be chaos. Themes of like eldritch horror and insanity, and hearing voices that no one else can hear. So if any of that would bother you,
Who said that?
if any of that would bother you, this is your warning to go. All the players agreed to these, and we went through a like
We have to
safety tool
suffer.
checklist.
I
Yes, you do have to suffer. But all player character art is done by Charon. Credit to White Wolf for creating the World of Darkness and World of Darkness for allowing us to use assets from the Hunter the Reckoning, Mage the Ascension, and Vampire the Masquerade art packs. This is a non-official game using the Dark Pack agreement. Finally, thank you to Empath P for making the song I'm about to sing to get us started into session. So I think I'm gonna let but before I do that, to get us properly started, what's everyone been up to this week? Let's start with Damien. What have you been working on this week in your downtimes?
Well, Damien was finally close to a point of breakthrough after sessions and sessions of downtime with his good old tinkering and working on, at the time when he was still in his hunter days, of a device that will help him better identify if things are unnatural or supernatural in some way or another without necessarily fully being reliant on the site. So at the very least, the site could mostly be an emergency tool more than anything. And, brought Frank's assistance from his technocratic days and kind of worked on it. I've not been receiving like a clear detail of what exactly is the full-on result, as the downtime should have completed this one at this point.
I will get it done after session. I am so sorry.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. After that, he basically... Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I didn't know if you had anything else to say.
Yeah, because after that, he basically utilized his new kind of space, new library that they've cleared out to, start looking into some books, maybe some studies by mages talking about kindreds, and some things here and there that quickly mention maybe sorceries or other forms of magical use that might have been under the employ of other kindred.
I normally have my downtimes done before a session, nerd. Anyways, Samson, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, not much. Might have taken stock in Raid. Might be having some memory problems. But yeah, otherwise everything's going fantastic.
Of course, it's been another wonderful 24 hours.
Another wonderful 24 hours. Although I will admit, my house is starting to smell a little weird. Don't understand what that's about, and
you can move in anytime you want.
I'm trying to keep the house up, and yeah.
So,
not at all worried.
Let's go to Ambrose. What have you been doing this week since we last saw you? I know something happened.
Well, it's silly to not use weapons that are at your disposal just because of something as ridiculous as moral conundrums or personal problems. Waste not, want not. I'm just been, figuring stuff out, life lessons and all.
Life lessons in the mind sphere, yes.
It's totally. And I I think he's been really kind of working on his art, It seems to be it's really his passion. Some would say it's what his life really boils down to. Some would say.
Yeah, he's definitely very passionate about the art that he does.
Yeah.
Iris, how has summer been going for you? Have you been practicing a lot with your band?
Yeah, summer has been great. Now that the dungeon has been cleared and finals have been
The real
dealt with,
dungeon.
The
Live.
dungeon.
live has been nothing but great. I've been practicing with the band over at the clubs.
Yeah.
We might be playing a show tonight.
Yeah, you'll have a show over at the Seventh Circle.
Oh
So-
boy, surely nothing will go
Yeah,
wrong.
nothing bad will happen. Though I think that covers up downtime. So to get us properly started, if you know, you know for what I'm about to do. And I apologize. This was written in Latin, so if you don't know Latin, don't worry about it.
Okay, I
like-
speak a Roman language. That's close enough.
Yeah.
I like how you're like, don't worry about it. I'm like, makes me wanna.
We worry even more.
Ubi abscondis, dulcis puer, dulcis puer. Nocte trepidas, dulcis puer, absidum penitus somnum liberos mater vinatibus adite et sequimini ad oblivium.
I heard a word that sounded a little too familiar to abscond, and I don't feel safe now. Just saying.
Man, these ghost cover bands aren't just putting in the effort anymore.
Empress, dulcis puer, dulcis puer. Nannus extendum, dulcis puer, assurio venitus somnum liberos mater vinatibus adite et sequimini ad oblivium acules non eperi mater vigilentes adite et sequimini ad infinitum. All right, so it is Monday, January 1st, 2024 in Savannah, Georgia. We are you're welcome, nerd. You're welcome for the demon. Now thank you for so Savannah, Georgia. There's a lot of kind of warm for July. Yes, it's July. Sorry, January. No,
You said
I was gonna
January.
January.
It's July 1st, not January. I'm a dumbass.
That's fine. We all are.
It's so it's July 1st, 2024, and yeah, so tonight we're going to get started with a meeting between a certain kindred and a not former ally of theirs, but someone that they have known for a long time. Damien, where do you go to meet Hana?
Well, as per the message, and I will let it up to you to interpret it because I don't know Savannah as an actual individual. I've mentioned as a meeting location an area that would be as far away as possible from the offices of the union, and as best as possible not within any kind of sect territory, or at the very least not within Camarillon territory.
Yeah. I'm just trying to double check the map so I can get you in a location that's like good for that. So they would ask you to meet at a restaurant actually called Wood Seafood.
Okay.
It's a seafood joint that's open late into the night. So you're able to get there. Like, no one will accost you. And you would actually see Hana would be there by herself before you even got there.
Okay. Before I even enter, I want to declare that I will have my heightened senses active, just in case.
Okay, your heightened senses are on.
And I probably would mention, yes, I would mention, that I'm currently in a meeting. If anything comes up, I will shout it out. I'm sending this to the group chat.
Okay. So, do you approach? Nothing seems off. You don't hear anything crazy with your preternatural hearing or senses. It's just her in the back corner away from everyone else.
Yeah, and just for my own peace of mind, the other sense does not ping either. The humanity
nothing is
one.
Pinging right now.
Okay, just for my peace of mind.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, if everything looks clear, then yeah, I will approach and get into the restaurant.
Yeah, everything looks clear. So you're able to get into the restaurant, and yeah, I mean, so you're able to go in. You are able to take your seat across from her. She's already looking through the menu, and she looks up as soon as you sit down. You'd be like, "Are you okay?" What? Went off our radar for weeks. What happened?
Yeah, order yourself something as we chat. I'm fine. You don't need to.
Okay. I mean,
Oh,
she'll
by the way,
order.
oh shit! Wait, 1 second. I need to do. I always forget. Goddamn
Just
humanity
spend the
roll.
blood point for the evening. That's what you need to do.
And the blood point, yes.
Yeah. Oh, right.
It's a success. The nightmare.
no
It's a
nightmare.
success. It's fine. I'm still keeping my. Oh wait, no, I rolled humanity, not fucking. My bad.
Yeah. You're good.
That's a lot more dice.
You still succeeded.
Still one. Woo! Oh boy, I would have been so scared.
Yeah.
To be fair, we've been fine. It's just this conversation would have gone a bit. That's all. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Order something. You'll probably need it as we talk. Well.
Yeah.
Where to start?
Well, you not needing food is interesting. Did you eat before you got here?
Kind of, sort of, not really recently, but in a way, yes.
She wants her eyes, but she'll order for herself and get herself a drink.
Yeah.
What? Can you at least tell me what's been going on while the waiter's
Yes.
gone?
Yes. I was on a lead. There was some unusual activity happening within a neighboring restaurant. I kind of checked throughout the night, did a bit of snooping. It led me to the seventh circle.
Okay.
I did a bit
find
more
there?
investigation. A room. A special room.
Okay, what kind of special are we talking about?
Illusory. It was hidden behind a fake wall.
So you encountered some sort of hidden room. What was in that room? What happened there?
To cut it short, because the specific details how I put myself in there is not as relevant, but let's just say through my investigation, I've realized the purpose of the room trap, more of a chute for feeding. And to be more specifically, I would have been that meal.
So you encountered a hemophagic entity, and it was gonna eat you. How did you get out of the situation?
After some wonderful conversations, I was sent, instead of being part of the menu, to a special place, to a specific individual, and instead of becoming food, I became something else.
You became like them.
Yes.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Damien. I know you didn't want that. I hope the one who turned you into that, well, into a hemophagic entity at least, isn't too bad. I don't know. I kind of understand them, but
Yeah.
I kind of don't.
It's fine. It's not necessarily the point to get into those details at the moment. The relationship is all right, surprisingly, and probably not to the expectation. The one that sent me there, it's a pretty amicable relationship, kind of, let's say, co-workers at the very least.
That's
So
better than most hemophagic relationships that I've
Yes.
seen on file.
there's a level of autonomy, because I cannot truthfully say that I am completely acting within my own sanity and mind. There are needs that I need to fulfill that I don't want to.
As you say that, Damien, you could eat her, you know. Just a little nibble.
As a treat.
That's your beast, kind of.
Yeah.
Choose a thought from your beast. But she will say, yes, I am under the impression that hemophagic entities have some sort of heightened survival instincts, as it were, that can be quite violent when provoked.
Yes. For the time being, I'm keeping it in check, and I have connections and allies in other places that can help me out to keep it that way. But I'm at the same time fully aware these primal instincts are more than anything a ticking bomb. And I'm afraid that at one point, sometime, maybe decades, who knows, fucking centuries, if I get that with this kind of predicament, I will lose myself to it.
I mean, research notes have shown that hemophagic entities that betray some basic tenets of kindness and generosity do eventually lose themselves over a period of time. Some end up getting maladaptive coping mechanisms, and others seem to find other ways of it's either maladaptive coping mechanisms or the heightened survival instincts take completely over. It's not a great sign either way.
No, because I've looked into it myself in how they perceive it and how they understand it, and there isn't a method or a path that I feel could be right to me, could be a good fit to me, which would not necessarily put me in good terms for my prolonged existence. Now, who knows, maybe indefinite.
So, why reach out to me then?
Because, and I'm putting this out of the I'm extending a knowledge range, and I'm extending yes, it's gonna also put you, but you remember when we've talked during our initial dealing with the contract?
Yes, I recall.
I've asked you if methods of preventing, or to maybe even to a point of curing such manifestations could be possible.
We are under the impression that it might be possible to cure hemophagic entities of their condition. Yes, we see it as more of a disease and a parasite that has latched on to the human condition. But still, more research would be needed.
Yeah. Well, I'm extending my hand to ask for assistance. I still need my ability to roam around the streets, even though they are mostly at night. I have allies that I still need to assist, and they would also assist. But I want this possible alternative, this possible facet from your perspective as an option. And I know by fully reaching to the Union, as I've did before, would not be a good option for me, because
no,
I'm
wish to
just
take you in for research.
Yes, and I don't have that kind of time or that kind of patience. And I know myself. I would not be agreeable to it, and knowing the instincts that now also take hold in my mind, I might get rash at a certain point, even if I don't want to.
Yes, we have noticed increased aggression as well as those survival instincts. It's one part of your brain grows bigger, and there are some chemical imbalances that happen. Well, I say chemical imbalances. You're suspended animation of some sort. We're still fully understanding the entire situation of how the parasite works.
What I'm asking of you, Hannah, is for you to be my person on the inside, somebody who I can at times call back to and hopefully get updates if there is such things or such progress. I would, if possible, I would appreciate if you could help me in uncovering this, because it's not only me that I want to get rid of. Initially, I was interested in it because I've had an ally who, not themselves, but someone close to them is dealing with. That was my intention at first. But now that it's also an issue for me, I want it also solved.
Well, we've worked together for a long time, ever since the ranch. This would be the least I could do to help you out, Damien. But if you want to help speed the research along, you would need blood samples from live specimens. Preferably live specimens, but blood samples we can do, they just go bad quickly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, only
which I'm not asking from you in particular, but if you can get me a live specimen, or staked, I suppose, specimen, we could study them in captivity some more under optimal lab conditions.
That I could look into. Does it also have to be a fully hemophatic entity, fully turned, fully, under?
We want to start by understanding the condition of the those who the hemophatic entities have charmed as well, to some extent. Well,
that
charmed
one
is a loose term, that they've bent to their will, I suppose. their blood of the hemophagic entity seems to have some sort of mind-altering effect that affects chemicals in the brain.
That one maybe I could offer it a lot quicker. I need to have some talks and see if it can be managed, because let's just say that the individual who put me in this predicament, I'm currently on the lookout, and I wouldn't mind if they would have been your subject. I need to ensure that certain precautions are made. But yes, that could be done.
As the director of the laboratory in the city, I can get some things done. I can push some things, and if you want, Damien, I could potentially, if you wish to induce that on myself, do some self-experimentation. I mean, I can do gene alterations, and I don't know exactly what it would do, but I know it would not do what it would do if we've observed that enlightened scientists who are induced into the parasite of the hemophagic entities through their bloodborne pathogen of some kind are rendered unable to use enlightened science.
Wait. You are offering yourself to be under me?
Yes. Now, that is because I am the director. No one would suspect me. And additionally, I could do some self-research and study myself to get some further notes. I'm not afraid to use myself for the benefit of the human condition.
Ad starts in a minute.
It's fine.
Okay.
Wow. No. Then, in this situation, I'm gonna be... First thing I'm gonna want to make clear, which is something I had in mind from the very beginning. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. I'm gonna offer you all the information and knowledge that I have of how, let's say, my society works and how they interpret themselves, and however that information could be used to you. I can offer it to you. At the same time, I'm fully aware that it implies risks for both me and you. Most of the kind, a large number of this kind, don't like these secrets to be known to even the mundane individual. Supernatural of them, or the more heightened or enlightened in your cases, want this kind of information known. So even me, just right now having this conversation, can put a target. So because of this, I want to extend this aspect fully clear. No matter what you choose today, be it assist me, be it leave me to my own devices and never conversate and never have these discussions again, I am still a call line of help. I'm fully aware of the risk this implies and the idea of the fact that you're going to become a target. So no matter how this thing turns out, if you're
Damien.
Yes, I just want to make it clear that if you ever get in trouble, I'm taking responsibility of this.
I hope that we can just your hand, get it over with, or I picked a back face. If you want to go ahead and give me your your blood, I'll at least see how the pathogen evolves. I gotta.
As I extend my hand, but I first kind of grab her wrist and kind of look at her.
You can feel her pulse with your heightened senses through her.
Mm-hmm.
Her heartbeat is accelerated.
I want to make this clear because I want you to know, from my knowledge, what's gonna happen. If you take this, if you become under my influence, it's gonna alter some perceptions of that you have of me. From my understanding, it alters existing perception, but they have to be inclined in some direction, be it negative or positive. They don't usually work in the neutral. So whatever perception you have of me, that's gonna be heightened,
Stronger.
and to an extent that it will influence you to keep yourself closer to me and to my own interest.
I'm aware of, at least based upon what you're telling me, and then also what our research shows, what mental effects this will have. However, having someone actually document the actual effects, I can just say that I'm having a research subject do this. If you can get me a live specimen, then I can just say they did it, and it'll cover our tracks a lot easier. But yes,
that I can do. There are a few things. Depending on how it manifests, I'm gonna do my best, because I hate the idea that it's gonna alter your perception and somehow you're gonna feel more inclined to do what I desire and not what you want. I want to do my best to also encourage and harbor feelings and autonomies of your own.
I understand your desire. I am doing this.
I want you to have.
Trust you enough to not misuse this.
I know, but at the same time, I want to make you very clear that there are some things that will start to look like you're losing your own autonomy of it, your own choices, something that I've dealt with, something that I've despised, that I had to be put through. Which is why I'm telling you right now, you can back out of this without problems, and I will not in any way go after you, harm you, or anything of the sorts.
I know you won't. Give me the blood.
And loosens the grip.
So spend
and
one
extends
blood point.
his hand.
Yeah, she'll drink the she'll just take 1 blood point.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll take us. She'll. I need to make a roll for her real quick. I'm just rolling her willpower. See if she. For now.
Fucking chat.
Okay. So she is fine. So she does stop herself from doing more. She takes the blood. She wants more almost, but she stops herself. I trust you know what
How are you
you're
feeling?
doing. I feel different, but not horrible. I feel tougher. It's like being more alive than alive.
Yes,
you would know this is almost how you felt when you were embraced.
Yeah. Yes. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen right now. It's still something that I'm not fully familiar. Depending on how consistent this tests are gonna be done, you're gonna start actually manifesting some additional effects. One of them is more generic, more physical enhancement. You'll feel a bit more physical apt than you were before. The other one, it's gonna be a bit more closer to what I can do.
Interesting.
I will try my best to help you, and I'm not sure if I can cause manifestation out of it, or it's just gonna be pure based on your own physiology. But I'm gonna do my best to at the very least help you manifest one that's gonna be useful to you and keep you covert. Because some of my abilities are even covert, even within the democratic entities. They should never know of them.
I'm just checking something. I'm checking the dice. and she doesn't know what she's doing. She is just kind of following her curiosity. So, what is your self-control?
Mine, it's 3. No, 2. Sorry, that's conscious.
So difficulty 6. Okay. 6. Okay. So she got Damien.
Yes.
What is a formative trauma from your past?
Oh,
Wow.
boy.
Amazing.
Formative trauma from my...
You
What
rolled
did-
3 successes. She used sense
Oh
the
my
sin
god.
on you.
Yeah, because I realized, wait, control. And then you said trauma. Wait a minute. I know
Yeah.
this ability. Oh no. This is...
she didn't know what she was about to do. She was just kind of like, what? So
a formative
She's
trauma
inquisitive.
hole. Of course, Damien out of all of them. To be fair, it's better than corrupting. Corrupting would have been insanity if she manifested that one. A formative trauma. I would say, you know, because I'm not gonna give her the recent one,
yeah.
and that's something depending on how things go in the future. That's something that she might have to be clued in. I would say during the at the ranch, there was a night. I think this. I would say this was before they came.
Yeah.
It was just kind of checking. You know, he was kind of outside the porch in kind of the nearby perimeter, not too far away from one of the fences.
Mm-hmm.
And he could have sworn he saw some eyes. Today it's a bit hazy. Back, maybe they were bloodshot red. Maybe they were different. It's at this point they kind of melded together with many other many other experiences that are associated with that place.
Yeah.
But since then, he always felt that something was like watching, something was lurking about. At the very least, once every few nights, he always had that feeling, even in his bedroom, that out in the outer wall, something was scraping, was screaming, like maybe growling.
Yeah.
He never felt.
So
He felt watched, but at the same time, he felt alone.
yeah. So you'd see, Dr. Fouche look at you. Her eyes softened a bit, and her she messes with her blonde hair. And she just says, I see what you're talking about, manifesting abilities. I'm sorry you feel watched.
And I look at her. This might change things, but I'm not sure.
Well, only one way to find out.
Yes, but I'm gonna make this very clear. Be careful with that one.
I wasn't even trying to use it. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just wanting to learn more about you, and then suddenly
Yeah, you know,
that
I kind of grab both her hands. Hannah, I understand. It's fine. Don't worry. That's not that what concerns me. What concerns me that even within my kind, this manifestation is seen bad upon. They vilify it. They shun it, and for better or the worse, you. In any other circumstance, if you were just simply good, you would have been scot-free. because they would have seen as you somebody under someone else's control, and they don't have to, because they would think they would be in check. This ability will think that something bigger is at play that they have to deal with, and they probably will deal with it for you. So, just I want to be clear. Be careful with it.
Let them know that I have that then. Good to know.
Yes.
I think that's where I'm going to leave that conversation for now. We might come back to it later, but...
Okay.
Iris.
Yep.
You have a performance tonight with your band.
Hell yeah.
So, you and your band are going into the 7th Circle, so it's opening a little late tonight. Just to make sure y'all have enough time to set up, because y'all are going to be there basically from open to close. Or almost close, I should say.
Almost, yeah. Alright. First thing we do is like enter and check out the vibe. Roll me
It's a goth club. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course it's a goth club. But like can I use the site?
You can use the site.
Okay, give me
this is a place where Ambrose and Damien and Samson were taken from.
Kidnapped.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Alright. So do I need to roll, or do I
no,
just
you just
see?
spin the conviction, and I'll tell you
All
what
right.
to see. So the place is really nice without the site.
Yeah.
It's still nice with the site on. It's just a little less nice, and you see a little bit less security guards. So you think some of these security guards are not real, they're just illusion. Or you know some of the security guards are just illusion. You see the illusory wall as well.
Yep.
You notice that a good chunk of the guards have black veins running through them. So you're pretty sure a vampire controls this place.
Yeah, damn it. Alright. But worst case scenario. Worst case scenario will be ready. Well, for now, let's set up the instrument. Set up it. Let's just
also notice
yeah.
that your bandmate, Lex, he also has black veins.
God damn it. God damn it. Alright. I look at him and like try to stifle the reaction as much as I can. Like actually, I think I might even have to roll something to not react, to not say anything.
Roll me willpower. How hard would it be for her to not react?
Fuck, difficulty like. Hold on.
Like, would you say it's like very difficult, or would you say it's like a standard difficult thing?
Like a standard difficulty.
Okay, so roll me then. Willpower difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6, okay.
Yeah. 3. You hold it in.
Okay, good. Good. Iris just calms herself and doesn't say anything about the veins just yet.
Okay. Well, so the black veins just mean they are ghouls, from what you recall. They're not actual vampires, so they're under the control of the vampire.
Okay, good. So these are just innocent people who have been brainwashed, not the actual.
Yeah.
Brainwasher.
Just to jog your memory.
Exactly. Okay.
Good. So you are able to go to this stage, and then you don't say anything, and y'all start prepping. We will start. Prepping won't take too long. What kind of songs do y'all play this evening? Is there any like theme, or are you just trying to get people to enjoy their time here?
Hold on. Just 1 second. I'll get distracted because something happened. Right. Today we're going. Since this is a goth club, we're going with like a more subdued vibe compared to our usual more pop punk.
Okay.
Thing. So now we're going to then the more post punky, the Chameleons.
Okay.
Maybe as hard as the Bolshoi, but usually the Chameleons, the Cure, Bauhaus style vibes today.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me performance plus charisma, difficulty 6.
Performance
for
was
the-
charisma, difficulty 6.
Yeah, so this will represent the like warm up songs that you're doing, like the first couple songs,
Difficulty
as
6,
people are
there
like
we go.
coming into the club.
Yeah, I'm using the specialty guitar.
Yeah, use your singing specialty. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you're definitely. People are really enjoying it with 30. Those 30. Oh god, sorry, I'm seeing chat. People are definitely really starting to enjoy it. They're dancing. They're really enjoying your music. Hell, for all you know, this might end up getting you more music sales in the future.
Hell yeah.
So as they're kind of dancing, you have your sight on this entire time.
Yes.
So you would see interspersed throughout the crowd, there are lots of vampires. Not a lot, I should say, but you see definitely. Give me a perception alertness, difficulty 7, because there's a lot of people.
Perception. Hold on. Alertness.
Yep, difficulty 7.
Perception. Difficulty 7.
Yep.
Alright, I'm using the specialty, which is the
Oh, yeah.
surname.
Go ahead.
And
3 successes. So yeah, you see about 4 or 5 vampires in the crowd tonight. At least from where you are, there's a VIP section you cannot see. You even see someone being fed on in the crowd. Like, they're-
boy.
yeah. Do you react at all to that, or do you just? Try to keep
Hold
the
on.
show-
Again, when I have to roll willpower to not stop the performance, but this is a hard one. This one will be a
Yeah,
7.
Let's say 7 for this. Yeah.
Let's say 7 for this one. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay,
she
4
does
successes.
manage it, so
Okay, good.
let's go to
I mean-
then so you've done what do you want to do for this next group of songs?
Alright, next group of songs, we're upping the intensity a little bit.
Mhm.
And we're going into something actually a little bit more reminiscent of EBM, you know, that
Yeah.
Gumby Christ, a little bit of fuck, what's another EBM band that I can think about? Maybe what's that one called, man? Yeah, you know the style.
Yeah, I
Dark
know
and
EBM,
edgy, but
yeah.
still synth, and then being able to dance to it, like the
Oh yeah.
cyber god stuff.
Yeah, go
No?
ahead and
Okay,
roll me
give me
then
a performance.
charisma performance. This will be difficulty 7.
Yeah,
You're
this is
trying
really
to
difficult
do
to say
better.
because this
Yeah.
because this is hold on. This is new.
The difficulty for this roll is going to increase every time. You're only going to be doing it 3 times though. So
Okay. 5 successes, huh? Yep.
yes. So
Yep, 5 successes. So
yeah,
and-
the crowd is going wild. They fucking love your performance. Everyone's eyes are on Iris. And they're just dancing. They're having a blast. Like, you feel like you could, if you wanted to right now, crowd surf, and they would actually carry you.
hell yeah.
It's a rockstar
Alright.
life.
Rocks alive, but not yet. We still have to do one more performance, I think.
Yeah, this will be difficulty 8.
Difficulty 8. Alright. Because I have a plan if this one goes really well.
Mm-hmm. No,
So?
you still did very well. You got exactly what you wanted. The crowd is loving
Exactly.
it still.
The crowd is loving it.
So, Dokuro, describe to me how Iris is getting this crowd so pumped. Like, they're already psyched for everything you're doing. Could you describe exactly just how excited this crowd is for you and what you're doing and how you're getting them all riled up?
The crowd is fucking loving it. They're forming. They're like actually more than just the traditional goth vibing dancing like how they do at the nightclubs in the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines game. There's a straight up mosh pit in there now. They're just straight up going nuts.
Yeah, they're fucking all for this shit. The goths are loving it. Everyone here is loving it. There's a mosh pit. People are going just fucking crazy. And out of the corner of your eye, as you're dancing, or as you're seeing this mosh pit in front of you, and the crowd is going there, you see a familiar face looking down at you from the railing.
Oh
It's
no, how familiar.
the it woman that your group has been talking with. The one that was in charge, well, you don't know this. The one that, your group has been speaking with, the vampire, yeah.
Yeah, I remember her. Vaguely.
Mm-hmm. She is watching you as you continue this amazing performance.
So, I noticed her, right?
You notice her.
I know that she's there, and in the moment, in an instrumental moment, where there's actually not that much of guitar work. It's mostly synths and drums going at it. I glare at her and I stare and I look at her as an indicator that I can see you. I know what you are, basically.
She waves politely. But you're watching her, looking down at you. But speaking of things that are happening this evening, we're gonna take a step back from the crowd and Iris is just fucking nailing everything and having like such a good time with her band. Samson and Ambrose. You are both at Ambrose's castle now.
Yeah! We moved on up, boy!
Yes, the one that y'all had spent some money on. So the castle has been built. Though only you notice, so y'all know that Iris has a performance tonight and Damien is meeting someone. So it's just you three there. And of course the guards, but...
Oh, do you guys want to go see Iris perform? There should be there, like, pretty much all evening.
Sounds like a good time.
And then as y'all are about to, like, head out, you hear a knock on the door.
Alright. You want to go? Knocks to the door?
Yeah, you see Stacy. So she is in like goth clothes. She has black lipstick, black hair. She's kind of smiling a bit, and she's holding Tanya.
Well, hello there. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Yeah, Tanya is asleep right now. Unconscious, to be clear.
Okay. Come in. How long will she be out for?
Probably another 10-15 minutes if I had to guess.
Alright, to the setup then.
Okay. Do you want me to take you to her? You can have her. The other one, the one who's controlling her, was a bit slippery. We're still getting her. She's just not dead yet.
Wait. She's still alive?
Yes. I tried. We did do everything we could to kill her, but she was a slippery one.
Right.
But we have...
How much drugs will it take to keep a fucking ghoul down?
Well, she can't do anything right now. Or shouldn't be able to.
Alright. He's gonna go down. He's gonna hand her off to the guards and make a motion to go downstairs to the, take him to the cutting room floor, please. Make sure she's well fastened for the ride ahead.
She
we have, pressing matters to deal with.
I got more beautiful. Just
beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So, do you think she's stupid enough to stay? It's like her lair. Of course she's there. Is she at the club today?
I am not sure where she is right this second, but we chased her out of the club last we saw her. So I would hope she would not be dumb enough to be there.
I have a bad feeling.
If you wish to go there...
Well, we were on our way there anyway because of our, one of our friends is having a performance today, and I want to.
I hope you enjoy your time there.
Thank you.
Is Patrick coming with you? I'm assuming so.
I mean, if Patrick wants to come, man, you know what I mean?
Patrick wants to see Iris perform. He wants to support.
Yeah, we're all supporting our pal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course Patrick's coming. I'm not leaving him home with a fucking ghoul downstairs. No, thank you.
That's completely fair. So, Samson, how do you feel about seeing Iris perform? And then the news that the vampire that was in control of Tanya is not dead yet.
Samson hasn't moved an inch and might be hyperventilating a little bit.
He's gonna wave goodbye to Stacy.
Yeah, Stacy will leave.
Gonna wait till she's gone. He's gonna turn. All right. Stay. Are you with me? He's gonna kind of gently put his hands on Samson's shoulders and kind of guide his eyes to look up towards him.
Samson's gonna jerk slightly. What?
The bitch might be alive now, but doesn't mean we won't get her. All right?
Right.
We were going to go see Iris anyway. But if there's a chance that bitch is dumb enough to go back to her own lair thinking she's safe, she's got another thing coming.
Yeah, we need to protect Iris. That's gonna be the priority.
It's the priority. And then revenge can come after.
Yeah. Just make sure we don't have to take revenge for another thing.
Damn right. Come on.
So,
all right.
It won't take long for y'all to get there. It's about a 20-minute drive. You'll arrive. The club is packed, and you can hear music. Actually, you can hear Iris singing. She's a beautiful singer, and the crowd is just going wild for her. This is about in the middle of the second roll, so this is some of the best fucking music you've ever heard in your fucking lives.
Shit. You know, next time I do a movie, I definitely have to get her on the fucking soundtrack. I have to get her on the fucking soundtrack. And he's gonna start making his way through the crowd like, excuse me, bitch, I'm gay, pushes. Keep going.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You'd be able to get in. You are on the VIP list, actually. Actually, all of you are. All three of you.
That's... Hold on. That doesn't feel safe.
But you're in. And you do see Iris performing. Each of you, give me a perception alertness roll. Difficulty 8 due to how big the crowd is and how much they're moving.
Can I use my naturally skeptical?
You may use your naturally skeptical, Samson.
I am intentionally trying to find this bitch if she's here.
What?
Would that do anything or no?
Let me check for you.
And I actually kind of will use a willpower if required.
Well, I'm just checking because you might have something that I don't recall. No, so that won't do anything right now.
Okay.
So go ahead and just roll me perception.
Difficulty 8.
Difficulty 8. And Samson already got it. But you got it as well. Actually, Ambrose would immediately spot that she's looking at Iris, watching her.
The hunt is on. It's gonna tap Samson and Patrick and nod up towards where she's at and kind of train his eyes on her like a fucking... It's like, oh, no. You think you king of the jungle here. Oh, you are mistaken. Where? Oh, no! Dakuro, no!
It happened to Dakuro as well.
No!
Oh, you're back.
Oh
my God.
It was just like, I don't know, my Discord reset for a second.
So Iris, while you're performing still, you see the group TM, so specifically Patrick, Samson, and Ambrose enter the club. They're like almost let in immediately. And they immediately see her at the same time you see her.
Okay, good.
And I'm assuming they're heading upstairs.
I'm gonna head up, yeah.
How are you reacting to seeing her, Samson?
Weird question. Is there a role I could make for Samson keeping it together?
Willpower. How difficult do you think this would be for him?
Yes.
Difficulty, let's say 9.
Oh
Just
boy.
willpower difficulty 9.
Oh buddy.
Our king!
He's cool. He kept it
I
together.
can't believe
2
this.
successes.
I love him. Yeah, I've broken his curse. We're just hanging out now. We ballin'. Come on.
No, Samson manages to keep it together.
All right. Samson is going to follow after Ambrose, and Samson's going to start readying a spell.
What spell are you preparing?
Well, allow me to ask, because I think I was gone for this. What's the setting like? We're at the club. Are there like fog machines and stuff?
There are fog machines. Well, actually, are there fog machines on stage? Do you use fog machines, Iris?
Isn't it?
For your set, do you use fog machines?
No, actually, it's all about the music,
Okay.
So,
not theatrics just yet. We're not ghosts.
All right, that's oh goodness. That's fine then. Samson's gonna try to ready a spell to dampen supernatural senses. He's going to be using. Let me pull these up. He is going to begin. He's going to take out a knife and start writing on his own arm.
Okay.
Essentially carving into it that death is the mind killer. And he's going to maintain eye contact with what's her face.
Okay. Oh yeah, with yes, with the pit woman. Yes, with Diana.
With Diana, while repeating this over and over again, and writing it as many times as he can fit on his arm, hand, going up onto the shoulder if he can or has to.
Dexterity plus melee.
Dex melee.
This is you're going to be dealing damage to yourself by doing it.
Understandable.
So this is just to see how much damage you do.
Here we go. Melee. Dex. What difficulty?
6.
Okay.
Okay, so roll me strength, and with a bonus of 4 dice. The strength plus 4.
Okay.
Okay. You took 2 levels of a damage that I just marked on your sheet.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me then 4 dice at difficulty. For this, let's see difficulty.
And I will note he's trying to what he's trying to do is he's trying to mess with the sound sort of to like when you use like a dog whistle.
Yeah, difficulty 5.
Okay,
So
and
4
how many
dice
dice
at
does that
difficulty
get?
5.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, she notices it. She seems a little discombobulated upon you casting the spell. But y'all get up there. Seems to not notice y'all coming up.
As we approach, I have my sword because I always have that thing.
I don't think security would have let you come in with a sword.
It is a full trench coat conceal, which I wear.
Oh, if you're in a trench coat, then yes, they wouldn't.
Of course I am.
They would have let you in.
So I'm gonna start, cause there's a lot of music.
There's a lot of music, but there's also people up there with y'all.
I'm gonna. Is there a way to prepare a spell but not use it immediately? Like it's on an item, like that. Or is it gonna have to be like when I actually do it? Okay, cool.
When you actually do it.
Okay, cool. So going to approach.
Mm-hmm.
And like a nighthawk we pray. Sorry, that song's in my head.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like, I don't know, gauging how the crew's doing, how our squad's doing. Are we safe? Are we good? Are we all kaboobling together?
Y'all
freaking
are together.
out?
Obviously, Iris is still on the stage. She's still singing her heart out. But everyone else is following you. No one's been, but you do see security making their way towards y'all.
He's gonna kind of approach, and he's gonna kind of gingerly sit there and have a warm, kind of hearty smile. Wonderful set, isn't it?
It is really nice. Iris Mendoza is such a wonderful singer, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. Very
You're on
talented.
Seeing you here after you sent dogs after.
You're on one side of her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming y'all are gonna.
Samson's gonna get on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, oh, what makes you say I did that?
Just a hunch.
Maybe you should have responded once or twice, well, and maybe not sold my comrade. Maybe that.
Hey, unfortunately, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I. How mysterious.
So,
What are you doing here?
what am I doing here? This is my club, after all. Am I not allowed to stay at my club?
Is it really wise for you to be here?
Is it wise? No.
But you are.
I am. Or am I?
You seem pretty here. And
I
with your
know.
security moving,
Look
I'm
down
entitled
at
to
the
believe.
crowd. You'll see another one of her in the crowd.
You know, this all could have been avoided if you would have remained amicable, correct?
I have been nothing but amicable. Genuinely
You
do
took
not know.
from me.
I didn't take anything.
I
from you.
requested your aid, and you
I-
said, give me a few days.
And
And
yes,
nothing happened.
And nothing happened.
You-
I mean, clearly
No.
you didn't need my aid.
Clearly, you didn't do anything. Is it because I'm a human, and you think I'm lesser than you as a result? Do you think that I'm easy to mess around with because I'm just the silly house pet of the house Giovanni?
She's going to take a step away.
Samson's gonna grip her shoulder.
She will, okay. Roll me. Dex plus brawl. And she's gonna try and dodge. She does not want to be, gripped.
Let me find it.
I believe.
There we go.
I believe in you.
And I'm gonna use a willpower for this.
Don't worry, she's gonna be using one
Yes.
too.
Oh.
Eh.
What difficulty is this again?
Difficulty 6. This is contested.
Let's go.
Oh, that was a lot of dice.
She critted. So,
Fuck.
you actually miss her and end up grabbing onto Ambrose.
Even with 2 zeros? Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. So, did she crit?
My, someone's awfully jumpy today. You okay?
Oh, I'm not jumpy. I just know a
Looks
bad
like it.
situation when I see it.
Well, the bad situation... You know, your job was really simple, honestly.
My job
There-
is very simple, and as
Yeah.
we speak, I would like to make a roll real quick. I'm going to be making.
No.
Only thing you had to do was play for the higher pocket. That's all.
Double checking this.
You understand I could have paid you a ridiculous amount of money. And that's what your entire thing is, I guess.
I don't care about money.
Oh, Miss, really? You're literally
As
a
he's
killer for
speaking,
hire.
You're seeing multiple versions of her now starting to move and walk in a circle. You can't.
You're literally a killer for hire, girl. Who are you fooling?
I kill because I need to. The money was nice at once, yes, but I have more than enough now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's plenty of people to kill. Why mess with me?
I haven't hurt you specifically.
You
Good.
did.
I mean, they're walking. There's several of them. You can't follow them because they're all just kind of walking in a pattern.
He's just so fucking like
this is
not.
affecting both of us, right?
Yeah, y'all
not-
both see multiple of them.
Samson's gonna cast another spell.
What spell are you casting? You have mine too. So.
Samson's going to attempt to cast a spell to at least allow Ambrose to see through the illusions.
You do have
Samson's
shielding, so you can do this.
Shielding? What's shielding?
So you're at Arte 2. So look at the Book of Magic.
Let me go re-download it because I
No. It's in the text channel.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So because you have mine too, you're able to do that. So.
Oh. Protect yourself.
Oh. This wasn't hard though. I mean, you could. I understand that you're an immortal being and therefore your concepts are a little skewed than mine, but this is simple logic, right? You fuck with the people I work with, that's fucking with me.
Yeah, Samson's going to.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
How do you do this, Sam?
Samson's going to prick his finger and draw a picture of an eye on his own forehead.
Okay.
And while looking at what he believed to be the original, he's going to, say, don't fall for the illusions of the dead.
So, are you doing this for yourself or for Ambrose? Because you're drawing it on yourself, so it looks like it might.
If I use correspondence, can I use it on Ambrose instead?
You can't do it on Ambrose instead, yes. So
then instead, he's going to draw it on Ambrose.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me then based upon this. Let's see. Are you Okay. Okay, so roll me first. Let's say art plus, or no, let's say awareness, perception first as the first roll. Skeptical spec will apply here.
What diff?
This will be 7. Three. Okay, roll me 5 dice, difficulty 5. Okay. Instead of the many of them that you see as Samson does this, you now suddenly see only... No, you only see one of them. You only see the original now. You suddenly don't see the illusion. Samson still sees all the illusions. Ambrose does not.
Where's the real one?
You have the real one. The real
Amazing.
one actually is up there with you. She's just kind of walking in a circle. Well, she was. Now she's getting the fuck away. She's walking back towards the offices.
I'm sorry, this is the chat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is funny.
You're good.
He can type without looking at his phone. He's done it enough. He's gonna do that, send a message to Miss Wolf Lady.
Yep.
Like,
Stacey.
hey girl, guess who's here? Like an idiot. Let the hunt begin.
I'm coming in. Don't you worry.
So what? Could you just? We could have an amicable chat.
He's already walking away.
He's walking after her.
Okay.
We can have an amicable chat if you would like. I am a very reasonable man.
She's gonna try and get into the offices. Are you going to follow her?
Of course you.
Okay. Is Samson following?
Yeah, but Samson's now going to try to cast the same thing on himself if he can.
Go ahead and make the same rolls. So perception, awareness of.
Sorry. I gotta do it in the voice. So you have brought me my doggies. You may live.
Okay, so roll
But you have
me 4
forgotten my
dice,
thoughts.
difficulty 5.
For this you die. I don't know why he's sounding like Inigo Montoya the longer I do the act.
Yeah, the thing is, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, so Sans is gonna sprint after.
Yep.
I remember Ambrose Vitalis, you killed my father. Prepare to die.
So at first, y'all saw the offices as being very clean and very well kept together. Now you realize they're kind of trashy, and there's like trash all over the place. It's not as nice as it was the first time you get in there.
Damn good. You live like this?
She does live like this. Or, well, she doesn't, not she, but she'll keep walking until they're a bit farther away. And she takes out a gun, and almost faster than humanly perceivable turns around and so she
Of course.
celerity.
Fucking celerity shit.
Yeah.
Kinda do blocking.
So this is her surprise action, basically, because she basically did it superhumanly fast.
Can I try to dodge this shit?
The fastest,
Yes, you can try
fastest
and
fingers
dodge.
in the West.
What do I gotta do for that?
So this will be Dex Athletics. Difficulty 6.
Okay.
And she make sure she has her dice bone. She does.
Jesus. Fucking.
Roll horribly. Go ahead and roll your Dex Athletic. Difficulty 6. Does hit you, but you are still willing. You're still wearing your Kevlar vest.
Of course he is. He's
Go
not
ahead
being an
and
idiot.
Roll the damage.
Do I not get to roll for soap?
You will. You have to roll damage
cool.
first because you don't know.
Alright.
You 3 dice. This is all of your stamina. This is all your dice. So anything that you do not succeed here is damage. Is lethal damage.
Okay.
You're quite literally getting shot.
Can I use my willpower or anything in this?
Not
or no?
on soak.
Okay. Let us pray.
You take
Pray for
one
this bitch,
lethal,
damn.
So you take the least amount of damage you could have taken. Well, I guess the second least. So you don't have any dice penalties, but you do have a bullet in you now. As soon as this happens,
Swords out.
sword is out. Yes.
Gunshot happened in the entire club.
You know, you're not the second person to shoot me. The first one was a fallen angel. Let's see how you fare. Vampire.
Demon.
Bitch.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll initiative, please. I'm going to roll for her as well.
They're out there having a chat, just no care in the world.
Yeah.
Come
It's
on.
a nice chat.
I fucked up on my initiative is so bad now. No.
Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to
You have an 8. Look at look at
Yeah.
Samson.
Okay, so Diana actually does have the first action.
Great.
Fuck.
So she's what she can option. So how celerity works for those who are not familiar with it. She has her extra actions happen after her normal action, or basically at the end of the round is when celerity actions happen. So she can only take one action right now.
Are her senses still dulled?
Yes, her senses are still dulled. But she is going to let us. What does she want?
Lay over and die?
No. She's going to actually smile and shoot Patrick. That's who she's aiming for right now.
Oh,
This bitch
sweet
has signed her
Christ
death
on a crutch. That bitch has signed the death sentence.
She's going for a she's going for the mental game right now.
She's unaware of how mentally unstable this man is. I don't think she's prepared. And I will say this.
He hits.
He has
Not
prepared.
just
No.
you.
Listen, I'm going to be real with you. I did mention this. He got fucking this man armor. He
does
has
have
armor.
So he'll be able to soak this, but let's see how much damage. Okay, he's gonna roll his soak now. Patrick is. Let's see how Patrick fares.
Diana has now 2 mentally unstable boys on her ass.
Gonna roll his soak. No. So, Samson
What do you
and
mean, no?
Ambrose, you hear a gasp of breath as blood starts to come out from the armor of Patrick, and he falls to one knee. He's never been shot before, so this is very shocking for him. Or not like this, at least. So he is not prone, he's just kind of stunned for the next round. So now it is Ambrose. It is your go.
Remember that magic I wanted to do? I want to ignite this sword with holy fucking fire. I want to smite this bitch into the next dimension. I want to put her on my shelf next to Hunter's ass. That's where she's going. That's the plan.
So what are you doing to light the sword on fire?
All right. First off, let me go to my tools because we have to do this correctly.
Your action will be lighting it on fire. Then you'll be able to attack next turn.
Oh, fuck me. Actually, wait. The sword actually does that, though.
Yeah, you can just actually use the electric fire thing instead of doing that, instead of doing a spell.
Oh, do I dare to go to the higher difficulty bar for it?
Yeah, it will be a higher difficulty to do this. It'll be difficulty 8 to hit with it if you go with the electrical option.
I think I have an idea. It's to get the sword in her first.
Okay, you can do that. Roll Dex melee.
I see what you do.
Yep. No, this is a valid option. Roll Dex melee.
Yes, it is.
Like Bringer Starlight, it was made. Can I add willpower to assure I hit this
You
bitch?
You can
I will
add
do
willpower. So go ahead and roll it normally, and then I'll add the 1 success and tell you how many dice to roll.
Okay. I don't have conviction anymore.
Nope.
Do not.
So it's just Dex melee. You got 5 successes.
He is a very mad boy.
So roll me strength plus 12 dice.
Jesus.
At difficulty 6.
So the modifier is in that box I put 12, correct?
Yeah. So if you hit strength, so strength bonus 12. If you literally just click on strength. Like
Oh, it's because it lets me roll the damage for the sword after, is why I'm asking.
Oh yeah, then bonus would be 4. Then.
So strength plus 12. Wait. What? Okay, I messed up then.
Yeah, just click on strength and then do 12. That's easier. And then just bonus 12. At difficulty 6. Okay, she has to soak this. But she did actually spend some blood on stamina. So... and she has fortitude. So... and I'm gonna take her specialty. So let's roll. Okay, you do manage to get the sword in her. So what you see, Ambrose, as you kind of scream at this, as your true love has just been...
I get a more willpower because of true love.
Yes,
I do.
You just spent that. Yeah, you just spent one of the true love willpower. So, but as your true love was hurt, she screams, and your damage went in. Your sword is inside of her, but it's like you didn't do as much damage as you thought you would. You thought you would like just one-shot this bitch. But
He knows he can.
She is still holding strong. You do get like the tip in her, but only the tip of the sword isn't inside of her like stomach, basically.
Just the tip.
Samson, your brother was just shot. What are you doing?
Ghost, explain to me what happens when our paradox builds up too high.
When your paradox
no.
builds up too high, you can either get a paradox backlash, or you can't, which basically just deals damage to you. But you have no other observers right now. It's just you couple in the hallway. No one else is back here right now, so you would not get paradox.
Go wild, my
Unless
boy.
it's a vulgar effect. So what are you trying to do right now?
Does that paradox manifest any sort of effect? Does it like hurt?
No.
You said it hurts. Okay.
Yeah.
it's
So
just
that's only if it
direct
gets
damage
high
to us.
enough that I would roll your points of paradox in damage, and you would take damage based upon how many successes I get on that paradox roll. But you're not high enough for a backlash yet.
Yet. You said this room is trashed, right?
Yeah. There's like trash on the floor and stuff.
Cool. What's the quality of the lighting?
The light's kinda bright. It's like flickering.
Flickering a bit?
Yeah.
And tell me, are there any sockets nearby?
Not right here.
Okay. Samson is going to take out his knife,
Uh-huh.
and he is going to attempt to cast a spell.
Okay.
Usually flickering lights mean an unsteady connection.
Yes.
He would like to attempt to spark electricity from the light to the trash and light the room on fire.
Okay. Roll me
And he would also, and he would like to use himself as a conduit for it.
Okay.
Fucking damn,
Roll
metal.
me Dex melee torture.
Oh,
So that'll be a total for you of 5 dice. So just click the dice button, roll a number of dice.
Okay.
Click
Also,
5.
I would like to use willpower if possible.
Yeah, you can use the willpower. That'll just get you an auto success here. So roll 5
Okay.
dice at difficulty 7.
let's
For this.
fucking go, Samson.
Okay, you got 3 successes. Roll me a total of 5 dice again. So you're going to be using your tools of... Okay, so you're using your knife. You're using... Okay. Difficulty 6 for this one. Roll me 5 dice at difficulty 6. You get it. So here's... So I'm going to... Now roll me... Roll me... Yeah, 2d10. This is going to be how much damage hits her immediately. She will still have to make a frenzy check after this. This is just seeing how much damage hits her. So 2 dice at difficulty 6. Two. Okay, so she's going to take 2 aggravated damage real quick.
And for the record, Samson is screaming at the top of his lungs to burn in hellfire.
Okay, well she is, okay, so what everyone
specifically-
will see...
Burn with me in hellfire.
Yeah, so what everyone is going to see, and also take 2 damage yourself, 2 more
Absolutely.
lethal. Just those, yep, right there. So what y'all are about to see, as y'all are in this room, y'all are fighting, you hear a spark, like as Samson's doing something and hurting himself with his knife. You see the light on top of the room that was flickering, it sparks. And some of the sparks hit the floor, the trash on the floor lights on fire. And as that happens, I'm rolling a fear frenzy check for Diana. Which she passes, so she's not terror frenzying. So it's the end of the round. She's going to start booking it out of here.
She has a sword in her stomach.
Yes, she can get it out. Actually, you're right, she does. So she's going to use this action to get the sword out. Roll
there a
me,
way I
this is just
can
going to be a
contest that?
pure strength contest.
Okay.
spending a willpower to ignore the wound penalty.
And I'm spending a willpower to make True Love wants this bitch in the ground. That's what's happening right here.
And she has
pure strength, and I have upper body.
Yeah, she has a specialty as well. And she has a bonus of 2.
Just pure strength? No athletic?
Just strength.
Okay. Let us pray, shall we? It's a lot of dice.
She only got 2 successes, so you could do this.
And I got 2 successes. I got willpower.
No, you're
remember?
right. You willpower. Ty goes to the defender. So I will say she is still stuck on. So she doesn't get out. But it's her action again at the top of the round. So instead, she's going to try and add insult to injury. She's going to use the willpower to ignore wound penalties. And she knows she's probably going to die, so she wants to make this hurt. So she is shooting Patrick again. 4 successes.
Can I body block that at all? I
am
right in front of her.
You can.
Yeah, I will. True Love, bitch. We're doing this.
Roll me. Okay, roll. So this will be your defensive action for the turn.
Okay.
Dex Athletics. Difficulty 6.
Do I get to add any bonus? Can I use willpower again?
Yeah. I'll let you because this is True Love.
Cool.
The True Love merit. So I'll let you.
Cool. Dex, athletics. Let us pray.
Oh, you do get in the way. So all of this damage is about to come to you, Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
So she 9, 10, 11 dice of coming your way from 8. Sorry, she had 8. 8 damage.
And I can only use the armor. I cannot soak.
So
I cannot dodge. I can only take it.
11 damage dice. Yep, you can only soak. You only have 3 dice to soak.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me 3 dice. You're at least taking 1.
Difficulty 6?
Yeah, difficulty 6. Yeah, you're taking 2. So you take 2 lethal. As you are now wounded. As people are starting to bleed, they're getting bloodied. It's now your turn, Ambrose.
Remember that holy smite I wanted to do?
Yes.
We're doing that shit. The sword is in her. We are going to use the power of God and anime and my pure, unadulterated fucking rage.
And your magic. Yes.
And my magic. So, eye contact. Check.
Yes.
Languages. Check. Weapons. Check. Voice and vocalizations. Check.
4.
And 4. I'm also going to use Quinn.
You're also... How much quintessence are you spending?
That's auto successes, correct?
No, it's reduced difficulty even further.
Your
difficulty right now is 4. For the Arate roll.
Sure.
I'll use 3. We're getting this bitch.
Get it down to... Your minimum's 2.
Okay, so I can only take how many down?
2. So go ahead and spend
I'll do
2
that.
quintessence. Roll me first. This will be Dex Melee, difficulty 6. This is just adding dice to your Arate roll.
Oh, I didn't roll anything. Dex, melee.
Oh, sorry, that was me clicking stuff.
You're good.
Difficulty 6.
Yeah, Dex Melee, difficulty 6.
Do I use the wound penalty or no?
Yes, use wound penalty.
Do I get to add any bonus?
That applies automatically.
No. Go ahead and roll it. Okay. Roll me 4 dice at difficulty 2. Okay, she's gonna roll her fortitude real quick. This is the fire damage before we get to the sword damage.
We're doing this is he wants holy fire. He wants to smite this bitch.
Yeah, I know. So she has an increased difficulty to soak this. She has 2 dice at difficulty 8. And she soaks 1 of okay. So as the sword lights on fire, you see her scream, and she ashes right there.
Nice.
And you have this sword that is lit on fire. So it's also, you can turn it off at will, though.
He's
So
gonna. That's such a waste of a spell, but it was good. He's gonna.
Yeah, it was
the
cool.
spell that did the damage. It was the spell that did the damage to kill her.
Yeah, he's gonna turn it off, and
One more jar to the collection.
yeah, kinda. I
Well,
don't.
the room's on fire. Fire alarm's about to start blaring.
He's gonna. Oh no.
Samson's gonna go over to Patrick and try to take his wound onto himself.
Okay. Let me look at your spheres to see if
You're
you
doing
can
a
do that.
Patrick, Samson.
I do have life. I do have life.
Okay.
Can I help him in any way?
You can help him.
Cool. In the meantime, he's gonna kind of walk over and pick up
So
and Patrick, so we can walk and do this.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
no,
okay, both
Samson
of
limping
you.
along.
Okay, so here I'm just gonna speed this up so we can get to the next thing.
Mhm.
So, Samson,
Mhm.
int. Let's say research.
I would like to
difficulty
use-
What?
I would like to use my dragon vertebrae. At what point do I use that? I'm assuming I can use it for this.
You can use it. You can crush it. So this
I would like to crush
is a quint. So this will decrease the difficulty for the Arte roll. So
Mhm.
this will be int research difficulty 6 for this. Ambrose, roll me let's say Dex Occult difficulty 6 as well.
Okay, cool. That. Oh wait.
So y'all can both roll this. Y'all are still carrying him. I'm not gonna stop y'all.
Now, do I have to use the one penalty or no?
Yes.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
use
making
a
sure.
will- I'm gonna use another willpower.
You can use the willpower.
Yeah,
So-
I kind of would like to.
Yeah,
Does this
so-
still consider
so you
true
got
love?
2
at land?
successes, Ambrose.
Yeah.
Go ahead. 1 success for you. You used a willpower. It's not a botch.
Yep.
So, okay. So, Samson, roll me 3 dice at difficulty 4. Ambrose, roll me 2 dice at difficulty 4.
Glad I used that thing.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
So here's what's gonna happen. Ambrose, you're gonna take another damage. And Samson, you're
Okay.
basically both taking the wounds onto yourself as you're kind of combining your magics with.
Sharing is
Y'all are
caring.
beat up to shit. But Patrick is healed now. Patrick is back to full health.
You shouldn't have shown me how to do that, bro.
Shouldn't have done that. You're
Yeah,
far more
well-
hurt than me. Hold on, let me help you.
No, fuck off.
What?
Accept the care.
I am. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you walk. I'm not gonna take the damage off of you this time.
Oh, I'll take the walking help. Thank you.
Yeah. Y'all make your way out. Y'all are burnt to shit. The fire alarm at this point, Iris. You see
Yeah?
the group walking out and walking down the stairs. Samson looks hurt. Ambrose looks hurt. The only one that does not look hurt is Patrick. And then the fire alarm blares.
Oh shit!
And there are sprinklers now going off. Y'all are able to get your instruments. So I'm gonna need you to roll me a Dex Athletics to get a difficulty 6 to get your instruments out.
630. Yeah, landing reflexes, difficulty 6.
Yeah, difficulty 6. Lightning reflex, yes, apply that.
4 successes.
4. Okay, you managed to get all of you and your band managed to get all of your shit out without it being damaged.
Okay, good.
At that
Power-
point, y'all all basically are able to convene together. as y'all get out.
Small world, huh?
What the fuck happened in there?
Good show, though, Iris.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
gonna
Jason
gently
looks beat to shit.
He's gonna gently put Patrick in the front seat, like the passenger seat, and slide his bloody ass to the front. Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say that concert was killer.
But the only reason I'm not doing anything more to you is because you're already dying.
I think I nailed something.
Now, as y'all are about to leave, we're gonna shift the scene back to Damien.
Damien, I'm caring. Nothing happened. Always good.
Yeah. So you and Hana have had a more of a conversation. He seems more amicable to you, at least, is what you've noticed. So that's not surprising.
Actually, that was my train of thought with all the madness happening.
There's something you should probably know.
Yes.
We set up some detectors for hemophagic entities, and well, I just got an alert about one. It's in this household of they're a Hispanic couple, the Mendozas.
Oh, no.
What?
You think there's a hemophagic entity in the Mendoza household currently? Also believe that there is some sort of a extra dimensional being in the area.
What do you mean by that?
Our dimension, this plane of existence, if you want to call it that, is not the only one.
Mm-hmm.
There's a group of us in the Union, the Void engineers, that are specialized in studying the extra dimensional beings. Sometimes those extra dimensional beings can cross into our world, which usually the Void engineers would take care of, but they've had a lot of other stuff to do. This one seems rather large. But it's not in the household, it's just in the area.
In that same area?
It's not heading that direction, but it's about 5 miles away. We've also noticed some reality deviant spikes inside of the 7th Circle Club.
Wait. What?
Yeah, there's been some unnatural energies emitted from the 7th Circle. Even some
kind of
nephandic energy. That's concerning.
I kind of take my phone up and try to see if anything has been said. Anything.
Has anything been said
I'm guessing
in
no.
the group chat?
Yeah. Ambrose would probably keep things up to date in there to like, oh, Diana's not dead, and they're at the 7th Circle. The first thing would be like, Iris's concert's at 7th Circle if you get a chance. Update. Miss Rock, that bitch ain't dead yet. We're gonna go there and handle that if needed.
The thing is, if I would have kept eye on the messages, considering. Would I have known prior to the meeting of Iris being there?
You would have known prior to the meeting that Iris was there. You wouldn't have.
Then yeah, I would have probably kept. Knowing the suspicion, I would have probably kept an eye on the messages.
You would get the messages as they are updated. And what's the most recent update?
Kill the bitch.
That's the thing. I would have probably just gone the moment Ambrose mentioned, "Oh, Diana's still roaming around."
Then you can depart. That's fine. You would arrive as they are getting in their car because of just how it's a long distance and the traffic is not good.
Yeah.
So as y'all are getting into the car, you see Damien pull up. Damien? Samson looks like hell. Samson looks like he's half dead, or more than half dead. Ambrose is looking hurt. Patrick's fine, and Iris is fine.
Okay. Question: would I've gotten the information from Hana at the end?
Still. What info? Oh yes, it's at that point she would have texted you about that.
Okay. Okay. You're not in great in a great state, but I'm gonna tell you right now. There's a weird entity in proximity, like 5 miles from your house, Iris. And I don't know what's that, and there's an entity, a big one. I don't know what that means.
What do you mean, big one?
I don't know. They've not been specific. I don't understand. It's mage shit.
Is it like the thing we got dealt with last week, or is it like the bitch we burned today?
It's active. It's active. I've been told right now.
Alright.
Alright, great. Alright. Yes, we're gonna have to take down some fucking wizards out there.
And add it to the pile.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Forgot you guys are wizards too.
Look, look, we don't necessarily have to go to the location of the entity. We can just check if everything is alright. It's at your house. We don't have to get ourselves into shit if it's not related. But I'm just telling you, just in case.
Yeah, I would really like a 5-minute breather, just to get the bullets out of my chest.
No, I think we should probably also focus on that.
So at the house, right?
Yeah.
Iris's house, I mean, of course.
Patrick is doing some sort of spell. He's basically making his brother drink a drink of some kind right now. And
Samson's struggling.
He's
take the sip.
Yeah.
So 5 dice. Oh, wait, so no.
Oh, no, yeah, no. Samson is very much struggling.
Yeah,
Hold up.
I know. Yeah. So
What's
going on?
Just looks beside him, like sees these two fucking wiggling. No, not in the car. Don't do this.
No,
shit.
I don't mean wiggling. I mean knife out, struggling.
Well, he forces it down you, and you heal yourself. He doesn't take the damage onto himself this time.
That's not why Patrick was struggling.
So you heal a little bit. So he just healed you. It was
warn me next time.
Fatigued, but he did heal.
Warn me next time or something, Pat.
It was whatever. You're looking much better now. I don't have to take on the damage anymore if I don't want to.
Okay, good. Just don't go shoving things down my throat, okay, bud?
Okay.
We kind of learned we have to.
Let me.
Still brandishing the knife.
I'm rolling. I'm checking to see how much paradox he gets. 1 second. That was vulgar as shit. Some paradox. Noted. Kind of grunts, but it's fine. Just let's. Something at Iris's place. Let's just.
Starts the car. Yippee!
Okay.
Yeah, so y'all will be able to.
I came with my car, so I'm gonna go with my car.
Yeah, so y'all will make it to Iris's place.
As we're on the way to Iris's place, am I able to feed Paradox to
You can.
Max?
How much are you feeding them?
Just one.
The fuck?
So okay, yeah, he'll eat the
I
paradox.
can do that.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing for.
Oh my god.
players. He'll eat the paradox. So you
Amazing.
remove 1 paradox from your thing, Samson.
Okay. And how often can I do that without hurting him?
Once a week.
Okay.
So, and he can hold. I believe he's a 2-dot familiar, correct?
Let me double check. Do. It's somewhere on here. Yes, 2-dot.
Yeah, so I believe he can take 2 paradox a week.
This bad boy can fit so many paradox slaps, Max.
Then you know what? F it. I'll feed him both.
So he'll take it. And he's not happy about it, but he'll take it.
Oh, no, not if it makes him unhappy. I'll feed him
no,
one then.
he's just being grumpy. It's not like
Okay.
he's actively.
Oh, okay.
He's built. That's his purpose.
So
At the end, what is my purpose?
so he'll.
You prevent me from becoming a bum.
They will go to the Mendoza household.
Mhm.
Iris, the door is open.
Yep.
I carefully step inside, looking if there's any.
I'm next to her.
You
I'm next to
sent
Iris.
someone who has low humanity,
Oh,
Adrian.
I mean, I am assuming.
Ambrose.
Not Ambrose
I know it's
this
not.
time.
Wait, have I met his mom? Iris'
Nope.
mom?
You've not.
No. Damn it.
Or no, you've seen her. You've seen her once. Yes, you know it's her mom.
Okay, so it's a mom. Damn,
you
good.
hear-
Ha! We win.
You have heightened senses on, correct?
Yes.
Perception, alertness. How many dots of aspects do you have?
2.
Difficulty 4, or no, 6 with because it's -2, so it'd be 8. So 6.
Difficulty 6. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, we stay winning.
Before we go in-
this.
Before we go in, can I cast the shielding spell on Iris?
You can go ahead and roll it.
But in any
So
fuck it,
that
I'm gonna
for
use a
you is,
willpower.
I believe it was like perk, whatever you. And then.
Oh, that's a
roll
4.
4. Okay, so here, panic, and I did. From Iris says I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I'm taking a step forward.
Was it difficulty
Like
6?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
6.
keep myself a step ahead of Iris, but I'm gonna keep her in pace with me.
Okay. Then roll so 5 dice. Difficulty 4 now. Samson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iris is protected from any illusion.
Yeah. I will take the lead, but I'll keep Iris like right behind me,
So
in pace.
as
And you kind of
you're
see
coming from the kitchen.
Damien kind of flickering with a lighter in the hand, just as we go forward.
Y'all are okay. So y'all go through the household. You hear, y'all follow Damien into the kitchen. Iris, as y'all turn the corner, you see what once was your father on the ground.
God damn it.
Their
Oh, God.
blood has been drained. There's blood all over the place on the floor. Your mother is sobbing tears of blood and is panicking. And she
But I
looks
recognize
up,
what she did.
and she looks up at you. It's directly at Iris. I didn't mean to. You would recognize this as a hunger frenzy, Damien.
Okay. So it wasn't an embrace.
No, they're not embraced. It's a hunger frenzy. They are dead. Iris's mom just killed her dad. How do you react, Iris?
Hold on. I just look at the corpse of my dad, and I start fucking losing it, hands to the head, like not even a check to get the composure, like full on breakdown, full on straight up breakdown right now. And I look at mom, or at least what once was my mom, and just pull out the gun, aim at her, right in the head.
Oh, okay. Dexterity plus firearms. Difficulty 8 because it's the targeted shot. You can spend a willpower to get a guaranteed hit.
Firearms, dexterity, difficulty 8.
Yeah. You can
Okay.
go ahead and spend a willpower to get an automatic hit. But you'll still need to roll it to see if you get any additional rollover.
No, I'm not spending the willpower just yet.
Okay, just roll it at difficulty.
difficulty anything, the lightning reflex.
No.
Botched.
So you botch it. So the gun jams. So you pull out your gun, cry as your mother is crying, and the gun jams. As this happens, the mom is going to try and look at Damien. No, look at Iris. Get away from here. Okay. How many six? You got 3 6. Roll me 3 dice at difficulty 6, please. Your sight is not up because it's roll me 3 dice at difficulty 6. This is for the protection Samson gave you.
Oh, all right.
You need 1
3
success
hold on.
to resist.
Give me which one was the dice one?
So there's a button at the top right of your thing. It just looks like a D10.
Yeah, right. But I think the button
roll
didn't
number of
look for me.
dice,
Give me a
3
second.
And difficulty 6. For the Samson, that this is for the protection that.
No, this is roll for soul. No, that's
yeah,
initiative.
No, it's
It's this one. It's this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 at
Well, how many? 5? Difficulty 6?
3 at difficulty 6.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Hey.
Okay,
2 successes.
you feel a force, like your mom is trying to command you to do something, to take away your will. But the mystical protection that Samson has offered you makes you resist, and you don't. And now you're just angry that your own mother, who just killed your dad, by the way, is now trying to take away your free will. Is this even your mom anymore?
Yeah, I'm thinking. This is not my mom anymore. This is a monster. I'm
kind of looking at Iris for like any sign of confirmation, so I can do something.
Go. I give him. Go ahead. Fire. Attack. Kill.
Okay. You see, Damien, because his left hand is now this kind of weird glove material, and he's holding a lighter. Mm-hmm. He's gonna hit the striker, and I'm gonna cast conflagration.
Okay, go ahead. How much blood are you pouring into this? Because the amount of blood you pour into this gives you the amount of.
I know yeah, I know. I make it I make it bigger.
So you can spend up to your turn max, which for you, Damien,
is 8.
Is 8. So how much blood are you pouring into this?
Let me look at my current. I'm putting 4.
Okay. So go ahead and roll Dex Occult. Then difficulty.
Okay.
Yeah, actually.
It's 6.
Yeah, difficulty 6. Dex Occult difficulty 6, please. This is just to see if you hit. We've already determined the damage.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, baby.
Flame erupts from Damien's hand, and it catches Iris's mother on fire. At which she can soak this. She has fortitude. She's gonna soak.
Okay.
So
it also it's considered actual fire once it's hit.
Yes,
the
I know.
Vampire. They need to make a fire frenzy.
She is gonna frenzy. I know. So she botched that. So she takes the damage, and then she's going to roll her courage. But she fails. So she's terror frenzying, fleeing the fuck out of here, and she's using celerity to do so. To run as fast as physically possible away from the situation.
Okay. Damage wise.
Is she running past us?
No, she's going out the back door, away from y'all.
Yeah, the back door.
Yeah, just as far the fuck away from y'all as you can.
Okay, how much do I roll? What damage?
No, she took all the damage. She botched her soak.
Oh, she took all the damage?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna add this. Okay, I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna spend a blood point each turn to keep it active.
Okay. I'm gonna keep rolling her soak then.
Yeah. So tell me how each time I need to use one.
Well, you won't know how many turns you'll need. So how many turns are you willing to put into this to try and kill her? Because you won't be able to see her after a turn.
4.
Okay. I pre-rolled
more.
this, so I know how many she will need if she'll survive or not.
Mm-hmm.
But she is gone, and you're just left here in this broken household now with a dead body. Iris.
It's gonna be good.
I fall to my knees. And not even cry, just silently fall to my knees and stay down for a while. A big while.
While you're down there, what are you thinking about? What is going through Iris's mind?
I'm thinking Iris is now thinking of like what rather than she knows exactly why. She knows exactly why this happened. Some vampire decided to turn her mom into another one of them. And now she wants revenge.
And
Not just for her mom, for killing her dad. She wants revenge for the vampire that turned her. In fact, it would be. She's turning a little bit obsessive. Now, she's. Now, almost anyone vampiric is enough to trigger some sort of hatred.
And as you are these thoughts are forming, and as you're realizing you just how much you fucking hate vampires. We're gonna take a 5-minute break. I want to talk something with you, Iris, and we'll be back. So this will be like just a 5-minute break. I just want to check something with you before we continue.
Yeah, exactly. That was quick.
As you are there, you're sitting there, you're obsessing over your hatred of vampires, and as you're looking around, you realize the room around you is not the tile floor. You're not there anymore. Everyone else will see Iris disappear for a moment. Like, physically, she's no longer there. Iris, you are in this room. You see trophies of dead vampires all around you. And in this room, there's a man. He's looking at you.
I look back at him. Who are you? What do you want?
My name is Van Helsing, and I want all vampires to die. Almost as much as you do.
Great. Perfect.
And I want to help you kill them. Kill them all.
Excellent.
As you say this, he offers you a hand.
I eagerly shake his hand. Accept the handshake.
You do this, you feel a course of power going through you. You feel whatever defenses the Herald has just get immediately shattered by the sheer force of your will. And as this is happening, you can do anything. Almost anything. What's something you want done right this second?
Something I want done right this second.
Yeah, but what's something Iris wants desperately? It can't be the
Iris wants desperately
vampires,
a weapon. A weapon.
Okay, Iris. You will appear back into reality. Everyone will see her appear. She's now standing up. What weapon is she holding? Describe the weapon that Iris has.
The weapon that she's holding is... How crazy can it be?
It can be pretty crazy. This is mage, so...
Mage is pretty wild.
She's holding a pair of gauntlets. Perhaps some sort of sci-fi gauntlet contraption with like a pile bunker that comes out from top of it. 2 of them, in fact.
Yeah,
Dang.
so that's what y'all see as Iris is standing there. And Iris, you know
Yes.
instinctively that your mother's not dead. You'll have to hunt
Bitch,
her
what?
down.
Fine.
He's not dead. I know it. I can feel it in my blood. In my no, not my blood. My bones.
How does everyone react to that?
Oh, hey, welcome back.
I kind of take a step back because I feel like those pointy things are a bit harsher for me than anybody else.
Yeah. Ambrose?
I'm still shocked as shit, man. I'm still reeling. Shit. Kind of looks at the figure on the floor. He doesn't care that they're dead or that their mom's alive, but he does see how Iris reacts to it. And as strange as it is, he kind of tilts his head curiously at it for a moment. For going, oh yeah, this is how people react to loss. We'll get her then. There's only so many places she can go.
And that?
Damien kind of looks at the body, kind of takes the looks at the lighter, and kind of, even though it's vaguely smart, kind of looks at his own reflection in that lighter, like, and kind of grasps it tightly, kind of having this realization. Time is ticking.
Time is ticking. And I think I'm going to leave us off for season 1.
The
Let's
perfect
go.
fucking
What?
cliffhanger.
That is where we're going to end for season 1. Now, we're going to take a 2 to 3 week break from game.
Yeah.
And we will
Definitely.
be back with a new overlay, with new art. I'm very excited. Karen has generously wanted to offered to make us a new overlay and new everything. So next season's gonna be kick-ass. If you thought this season was great, but
Hell yeah.
we are going to be focusing on some really cool things. But let's see who is live right now that we could. I know exactly who we're rating.
Ooh.
One of my friends is running another World of Darkness session. And we're gonna go
Ooh.
read them. They're running a thing where the chat is actually playing the character. So let's all give Eve the Orphan a warm welcome as they are running the Darkness Collective, where they are running a were-raven, actually, named Kin.
Ooh.
So let me go raid them real quick.
Well, hey, even the orphan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, we're raiding Eve. Hello, 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 my lovely little monsters. I am your local Ghost Kitten VTuber, and today we are here with the YouTube studio. What are you doing? What are you doing? But yes, so today we are here with the last episode of Lurking Shadows, our World of Darkness. It started as a Hunter game, now it's a World of Darkness game. Our World of Darkness actual play.
3 out of 4 kind of mage game, technically.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 mage game. Then we got the cool vampire. It's fine. Nothing bad is happening.
Yeah.
So
It's like I will suffer endlessly.
So before we begin, content warnings. So we have occult activities, human sacrifices, yeah, just the aftermath of human sacrifices, trauma TM. Ambrose is not in this, so I actually don't have to warn for Ambrose for once in my life.
Wow.
And just know this is a mature game. There are mature themes. If you're not up for stuff like that, maybe don't. Just a thought.
Yeah, just don't.
Maybe don't watch this. All music and ambiance, including the music you'll be listening to shortly, is provided by Michael Ghelfi Studios. You can use !music to go check out their stuff. All player character art is done by Karen, but we don't have any art right now. So, finally, credit to White Wolf for creating the World of Darkness, and credit to World of Darkness for allowing us to use assets from the Vampire the Masquerade art packs on the Storyteller's Vault. This is a non-official game, and we're using the Dark Pack Agreement, as you can see in the top right corner of your screen. So, what have you been doing these last couple weeks, Damien? Since Monday. So Monday was the last session.
Since Monday just was sick too. I'm pretty sure like a group conversation kind of triggered something out of this. Yeah, it's kind of the last messages we done in the group chat. I would say it's after kind of Pat slowly hinted the possibility that, yeah, to get out of vampirism it might require a ritual that is very risky and might require somebody participating in the ritual to be killed. Let's just say Damien does not like this kind of trade-off, this idea, and he's been whenever he had the time or outside, because he's still managing his let's say his normal, his mundane, his cover kind of life, let's call it at this point.
Yeah.
Of course, it being in the field that he is, it's a bit easy to manage hours and make it so it's at the very least in some late night shifts. Plus, working from outside the country and globally, it's also a benefit.
Yeah.
But when he's outside of that, his kind of cover life and keeping kind of this facade that, hey, look, I'm still alive, I'm still a breathing human, and all that. He's been desperately probably like in the tomb checking whatever books he could find written by mages, sorcerer vampires, probably if Tremere, if there are some of them written there, even hunters that might be looking onto that kind of subjects, like stuff written by Redeemer or Mercies or Visionaries, anything that could hint him to possible alternatives, or maybe even the book itself that Patrick has mentioned.
So, here's what you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start from the top. So, you cannot find anything written by hunters. The only book written by hunters I think that you have any sort of access to is the Hunter's Apocrypha, which is not common on vampires, really.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, roll me I'm double checking your sheet real quick. Roll me let's do Intelligence Occult.
Okay.
Difficulty 8. To see if you found anything.
Okay.
Now, the library is allowing you to make this roll. So the library
it's one success.
One success?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I'll tell you. You managed to find one reference that might be something like what you're looking for. That reference, of course, being to the book that Patrick has mentioned, The Red Sign. That book specifically has been, well, it's not it was a book that was burned a lot. It was banned. The text you have is not even like a copy of it at all. It's more like, oh, yeah, I came across this book in this underground city in South America. And it had some wild shit in there. about, and it like briefly mentions like it talks about a ritual that might possibly turn a vampire back into a mortal, but I don't believe it would work. And then they left it in that underground city.
Okay.
Specifically,
Noted.
this would be in the Amazon, so in Brazil.
Okay.
So you have a potential location, and this book was written in the 1800s. So, you don't know if it's still there. But you know at least that is where one copy of the book was at one point.
Okay, made a note out of that. Okay. Also, another thing I realized, because it's technically a different day, so I'll have to do
Yep, you need to
a
spend the blood
willpower
point.
roll.
Yep.
And the
Willpower
blood
roll
point, of
and-
course.
Yep, spend a blood point.
2 successes, I'm fine. I am alive.
How hungry are you, Damien?
Currently, I've spent, let's see. One line, it's 10 points, right?
Yeah, one line is 10 points.
14.
I mean, you could go for a bite if you wanted. Do you want to go for a bite, or because you would need quite a lot of blood, or to kill someone
Yeah.
to get at least one row back?
Yeah. For reference, this is something I've talked with with Ghost before. Like, if I'm not using my special tools, which I've not gotten a chance to use them by now, I'm using them to replenish my blood pool. But because of this session, I have not yet used them.
Yeah. So you can restore.
So those are still, I can still restore 3, but I'm still keeping them for now. I'm not gonna use those to restore 3 blood points.
Okay. Then.
But as actually feeding, I think for now I'll hold off.
Okay. Well, you're not super hungry. You're just a bit peckish, so you don't have to feed right this second. It's around this time that your phone rings.
Kind of in this kind of haze and panic, because he's whatever desk and thing or place to kind of study he managed to set up in the havens, like quickly like rose up, kind of moves some books away, like grabs the phone.
The caller ID says that it's Frank.
Okay, I answer. Yeah.
Hey, kid. Gotta lead something that might be interested to you. You ever heard of cultists?
I mean, in the cult is in the let's drink Kool-Aid in the name of God kind of thing, or cult is in more
Sinister way, in more of an hour way.
don't think I've personally encountered or heard mentions, I mean, aside from the fictitious ones.
Uh-huh. Well, let's just say I have a lead for you if you want to dip your toes into something.
A lead to what?
It's a organization by the name of the System. They're a
System?
cult of some kind. Worship a multi-headed deity, and then also a being made of starlight of some kind.
Okay. Okay. What's exactly of interest with this deity or cult? What exactly are they? What's their practice?
Well,
Or philosophy, I guess.
human sacrifice is a component I found, which is what got me onto their trail. Haven't you noticed there've been disappearances on the rise in this city?
Yes, but it's hard to pinpoint, like, because there are many factors considering also us or our kind. That could be
yes,
the reason.
but the rate is crazy. Have you checked the news recently?
I keep myself somewhat in the know, yes. I've heard mentions.
Then yeah, then you would know if you've kept an eye on the news, Damien, that like the missing rate has grown exponential in the last couple months. So
Okay.
you've also noticed that the lifeblood of the city, for you at least, the mortals, there seem to be a bit less of them. But those aren't being, not everything's being reported. So you think the problem is far worse than people are letting on. Or, well, you think there's less, but you're not sure. I mean, you don't remember there being less, but it's just a feeling.
Well, I'm guessing this is a problem because it's becoming more and more apparent, right?
Yes. And, well, what really got me about this group is, well, I think you should look into this multi-headed deity for yourself. You'll see why I think it's so concerning.
Okay.
They parallel it to the Hydra. I know where they hang out if you want to go check it out.
Sure, I'll look into it. I need to get out of this fucking mountain hole anyways.
Then he would give you a location. This location would be downtown. It's actually a bar called The Last Drop.
Oh. Wait. I'm pretty sure Samson did mention it to the group, right? The Last Drop.
I think he might have mentioned it, yeah.
About his kind of deliveries, which even to this day I still forget to
Yeah.
ask something, but you know, it's not for now or later. It's not, Samson's not around here. I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah.
Okay. This has become even more curiouser.
When you
Okay.
go to the bar, just tell them that you want the Hydra special.
Okay. I'll make my way to the bar. As I'm getting close to it, I will have my senses heightened, just
Okay. You've activated
to keep an
heightened
eye out.
senses. And yeah, so you don't, I mean, there's a lot of chatter and a lot of noise on the street. You can't really get anything from the bar itself.
Yeah.
As you enter it, you realize this is kind of like a punk bar, at least on the surface. I mean, there are plenty of patrons around, but what do you do? Well, do you go in, or how do you approach this?
I kind of get in, and kind of the first thing I would probably either notice or make note of, how depraved is this location?
Very, extremely.
So
Not as much as
Mm.
Ambrose, but there's definitely like a resonance to this place that is corruptive.
Does it feel around kind of the let's call it the front, basically the bar itself, or does it feel a bit more?
It feels
deeper?
like it's the location itself.
Okay. Because of course I'm gonna, considering it's a cult, it's not probably reasonable to say what pings do I have, because probably it's gonna be a lot of them.
You do have a lot of pings. I'm not gonna. You're actually
Yeah.
kind of overwhelmed by the pings. What I can tell you is that almost every patron of this place, and even some of the staff, you're getting pings from.
That's kind of as I enter. I do want to take a kind of a lay of the land and kind of see the layout of the place. Make sure that there's no like I don't have like a blind spot to have a full understanding of and how things move around. Whereas the next, staff rooms, exits, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna make you roll for this. It's not a giant place. So the whole bar is kind of in an L formation. So it's like a bar restaurant combo. So what it is, when you go through the front door, there are like glass doors. They're tinted glass, so you can't really see through them. But it's glass. It's one way actually once you go inside. So no one can see in, but you can see out. And what you see once you're inside, though, is a building in the shape of an L. So the bar is kind of along one side of the wall, then about 10 feet to the side of walking space, and then you have these like booths where people can sit and order food and stuff. Then going down the other side, you have kind of the same thing along the walls, except this time it's both sides that have the booths, and then a couple tables in the center. At the far end of the bottom side of the L, there are the restrooms. And then at near where the bar is, that's how servers and things can go to and from the kitchen. There's also a staff-only room in the back of the forward-facing direction. You'd have to turn left to look down the bottom part of the L shape. So it's actually a square, but the available space is like an L shape. So going down so where you're standing right now at the entrance is the only place where you can see both parts of it. There are also a couple of fire exits at the ends of each of the L's.
Okay. So there's not like a sitting area that will give me a viewing for both.
No, you would have to make a decision.
Okay. Okay.
Or you can just go straight up to the bar.
To be fair, that was kind of my intent.
Okay.
Anyways, so yeah.
Yeah, you make your way to the bar. The guy at the bar, he has tattoos all on his arms. He's wearing you might not know this term. So if you don't, I apologize. He's wearing a wife beater, which is just a tank top, like a white tank top. Okay, I don't know if
I know.
So
I know the term, yeah.
So he's wearing that. There's a couple of stains probably from earlier tonight because you can tell they're pretty fresh. And he's wearing like blue jeans. He's like, what I'll have for you tonight, sir.
Is anybody else around the bar?
There are a couple people, but he doesn't seem too concerned about them.
Okay. Not sure if I should be around the bush, so sure. I'll have the Hydra special.
Oh, the Hydra special. Please follow me. He'll smile politely. And he'll actually take you... He'll exit the bar, just let everyone know, hey, I'll be right back. Give me 5. And he'll go around the bar and lead you down into the employees only section. And then he'll take a right. It seems like this building's a little bigger than it seems on the surface. Taking a right, he comes to a trapdoor which he will open for you.
Okay.
And there are wooden stairs going down.
Yeah, I got out. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You enjoy your time down there.
Okay, I continue my way down.
So going down, the wood creaks as you go down. It is I mean, for all intents and purposes, this is literally like a basement. Going down into the basement, you see this place is actually really nice comparatively to what you saw upstairs. There's like it's almost like you went downstairs and now you're in like the lobby of a church. Like there's very nice, like, you see, even though you're not upstairs, so there's no light coming in, there's like stained glass depicting a man with a flaming sword fighting a hydra and a woman smiling, but the smile's just a little too big and her eyes are a little too small, so she gives off this like eerie vibe. And then there are these giant double doors that are wooden.
In any way would I recognize any aspects of the iconography? Like, would it be at very some parallels to something?
An intelligence. No, actually, this is working on your feet, so you're not researching this. So give me a wit, actually.
Okay.
Let's say wits computer, I think would be most appropriate here.
Interesting. Okay. Difficulty?
7.
Okay. That's one success.
You think you've seen it somewhere before, you just can't quite pin down where, but remember that it's like maybe Greek related? You're just not sure.
That's something to ask maybe Ambrose later.
Do you enter the church?
Okay. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
At this point, as I'm not gonna rally around to the front door like a fucking pup.
You enter the church. Feel your bane. Your curse.
It's yes.
You're on holy ground technically, or at least for them, holy ground. You're not in physical pain yet, but you do feel like it could happen.
Okay.
Luckily, there's only one person there right now.
Okay.
She's an older woman. She has white hair, like her hair is entirely white. She's kind of wrapped up in this almost like knitted sweater. She has these really nice pristine clothings, and she's wearing this very long dress. The dress has like snake, almost like a snake wrapping around her dress, and then her undershirt has the face of the snake, and you notice that the faces are kind of human almost on her. And then her shawl around her is snake skin. And she smiles. Welcome, dearie. How may I help you?
Greetings. Well, I've been wonderfully informed of this place by a friend of mine, and I would say I'm a bit curious to understand a bit more of what you are doing here and what you're serving.
Well, I can always inform you. Please sit down. I'd love to talk to you about it. Ass? Or do you approach her at all? Because she gestures to a seat up front. Do you approach her?
I get closer, but I keep a safe distance.
As you draw closer to her, you realize that feeling is coming from her. Whoever
I
this
see.
woman is truly believes in her whatever she thinks is happening.
Okay. I would like, just because I want to know what I'm dealing with, to do an aura perception to figure out if this individual
So you're gonna be doing aura reading.
is... Yeah, if this individual is more than human.
Okay. Go ahead and 1 second. I'm double checking the roll. Just give me one moment because I don't want to do this incorrectly.
Okay.
Ghost having her vampire book open when she's running vampire? It's less likely than you'd think.
Hmm.
But what's because I know my way around this book luckily. Aspect. Okay, so go ahead and roll me your perception, empathy, difficulty 6 for heightened senses.
Okay. And roll. That is 5 successes.
Okay. Her aura is a well, let me double check. I want to make sure.
Well, damn, I never got 5 successes in a roll, I think, at all, ever. Dang.
So, okay. Her aura is, first off, a strange combination of colors. You notice that she is definitely alive. Her core of her, so the color closest to her is black. Around the black, there is yellow. Around the yellow, almost like these are different layers and different rings in the mixture of it. It's almost like she has rings going around her. So it starts with her core being black, then yellow, then green, which is at the far border. So the farthest out, everything else is surrounded by green. And then finally, she has light blue. So it's green, light blue, yellow, black, and all these colors are kind of swirling together. And there are sparkles throughout the aura.
Sparkles, 1 second. I'm trying to. Oh. Great. Fucking great. Mage bullshit. Well then, this makes things problematic.
Yeah, so what do you approach her?
I get closer, but I keep a safe distance. I'm probably gonna take a sit. I'm guessing it's kind of like a... Is there like a church venue here? Like there are like rows of seats?
Yeah,
right?
there are rows. You can sit a bit farther back.
Yeah, basically I see that she's pointed. I'm just gonna be...
How many rows back do you want to sit? So there are about 10 rows. You're about at the 5th row now.
At the seat she pointed, I'm gonna be a row behind.
Okay, so you're on the 2nd row then.
Yeah.
Now, there's much I could tell you, dearie. What would you want to know first? I mean, you must have heard about the Hydra. If that is what brought you here, no?
Yes, I've heard mentions of it, but... Yes, I consider myself a bit of a scholar. I like to better understand things, and most of my findings, I guess, more closely relate to, I guess, Greek mythos, that kind of thing. And I want to fact check if it's as close to the reality as it is.
I would say that Hydra from that story. We do take imagery from it, but that is not what the Hydra is. No, the Hydra has been blessing this city for a long time. But tell me, what is your name?
I'm Kowalski. Some call me Kowalski of Omens. Choose whichever of this. Be full title, be... Yes.
Romanian. Maybe. I am old. You will have to forgive me. Or is that... No, not Romanian.
No, it's Polish.
Polish.
I have a bit of an ancestry, yes, with my family. Born and raised around here to be, although second generation, so...
I see.
Don't have much connection.
I understand, dearest. Now, this Hydra... Well, this is a manifestation of the Star Keeper. But let us speak more about this Hydra. See, the real one died long, long ago. And hatred twisted its children. The children still walk among us, though we cannot remember them even if we witness them. Tell me, have you ever been in your home one day, realizing that you have clothes that don't belong to you, but you can't explain why you have them?
I just gotta think back on his past.
You actually do. It was actually not long after moving into the city. So your apartment actually has 2 bedrooms, but you were able to rent it out by yourself. And the other bedroom, I mean, you went in there once and you just think the old owner left clothes in there. But yeah, it's like there was a whole bedroom that was set up, but no one was in there, and you can't really remember why it was there.
Weirdly enough, yes.
Then your friend was taken by the Hydra. Though you do not remember them.
Oh my... what the fuck did I expect? You... Literally, when you said multi-headed with human faces, I thought... That can't be a thing, right? That's me just putting D&D in places that shouldn't be put. I'm like, nah,
No, I have statted out something like that for World of Darkness. Don't worry.
I
may have made a Bane.
No. Okay,
fine,
wait.
don't worry about it.
Kind of. Wait. You're telling me there was someone with me?
That you cannot
I have no recollection of it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, as kind of Damien is paying attention.
What?
He's kind of thinking constantly. Like, as Damien is listening, aside of his mind, he's kind of constantly thinking back. No, this can't be. I would have remembered somebody.
No, we are all under the Hydra song. It doesn't want us to remember. Only the faithful can. Only by the designer of the stars. Through her works can we do this, Damien.
I kinda look kinda squint closer. Excuse me?
It was foretold that you would come.
So I'm guessing that you're also expecting something out of this interaction?
Expecting? Maybe. But I simply want one thing. I am searching for the 11th child. The one who was not bound. I've been told that she may find your way to your group. It is written in the stars. You do have one of her descendants in your group, after all. And, well, he's never wrong about those things.
Who's she?
You do not know her. That's okay. He's asleep right now. But he will wake up. When the hunted vampire dies.
Kinda like Dave's gonna posture kind of raises up for a bit and a bit kind of slouched back. I'm sorry, this is maybe unusual. I'm not necessarily a man of prophecies.
I know you're not. You're a man of, what would you call it? Science?
A man of reason at this point.
And what if the only logical conclusion, the only reasonable one, is unreason? The mad one seems to think so.
Okay, you impressed me. You know a lot more than I would have expected.
Perhaps.
But unfortunately, as I see it now, there needs to be some reason, some anchor to the mundane to keep everyone a bit in hold, in check. Not necessarily control, I don't like that word. I don't like that aspect, but maybe certain things could be...
You and the Lightbringer have that in common. I have seen that neither of you wish to be controlled.
Yes, however differently we see our points.
It is a shame then. What will happen?
I'm sorry, I think we're deviating a bit. You're getting too close to comfort with some information. I'm not sure at the end of the day if this is the point of the conversation.
No, you wanted to speak of the Hydra. The Hydra with human faces. How many will disappear? I wonder. I hope that, well, when she awakens, she will take mercy on you unbelievers. Well, maybe you can become a believer, if you wish.
I think you can tell by looking at me and from the discussion that we had, I'm not the most high on faith type individual.
You're... no. But I know that you... well, the man who went to the other side shall come on the night of fries.
Okay.
How long can you hold on to reason when you've seen what it is what awaits you when you die?
That is my... that will be my outcome. That will be my end. I am aware of it. I'm not foolish to believe I will escape it. Everything has its end. Nothing is forever. No matter how grand anyone thinks they are or themselves think of it.
I agree. Everything will end, and the dawn of a new age will rise. But it is not time yet. The blood god has rejected his favor. A throne remains unfilled. Tell me, Kowalski, what are you willing to sacrifice to make sure that your friends make it out alive?
Damien kind of thinking a bit
I'm gonna make a roll
on past
while you're
event.
thinking.
Yeah, on past events. Even though with revitalized ambitions and hopes that there might be a solution at the end of this long, dark tunnel. At the end of the day, he made this decision to make sure everybody gets out better, even if for him this would be his last
Damien.
act upon the mortal plane.
What? What two cell members would you most be thinking about right now, or circle members, I guess, as we've been calling it, would come to your mind as she speaks this?
The two closest ones. Damn it. I'm gonna relate it to, as you know, putting psychology first and foremost. Most likely the ones that Damien made quick connections with some of the recent mentions, which probably would be Patrick and
Patrick and who else?
Ambrose.
Ambrose? Okay, so let's start with Patrick. As she speaks, you're bombarded with visions. Only two, but you do see them. You don't recognize the location, except that you recognize you're in a forest. Or not you, Patrick. You're not you right now. You're Patrick. You're seeing through his eyes. He's running from something. You hear a roar. And you see Ambrose in front of you. Ambrose and Patrick are both running away from something. And then before you could even react, his head, so you're seeing from his perspective. So you see your own body for a split second before the vision ends. Or Patrick's in this case, because you're from his perspective. Someone just cut off Patrick's head. But then, in another vision, you see a giant snake woman. Or like, yeah, snake woman, I guess. She's humanoid snake. And at this point, the sword has been knocked away from Ambrose. And he is being pinned by this, like, very clearly not human, like, snake-like woman. And the woman's jaw distends, and she cuts off the head of Ambrose as well. And the last thing you see is this snake woman walking away with both Patrick and Ambrose's head into the forest.
He kind of comes back.
See the truth in my words, do you?
As I mentioned, my destiny is sealed. So, wherever I'm going there nonetheless. If a quicker death to me ensures a better outcome for them, it's not like I would have expected a long life anyways. So you have your answer.
Tell me, Damien. What if your friends want you to have that long life? What then?
Sorry, could you repeat, because I didn't got, like, if they wanted me to have or them to have that long life?
Yeah, if they want you, so if they want Damien to have that long life. What then? Like, would you let that happen, or would you not want to accept that?
Then maybe I would be a bit disappointed, thinking that I don't think they've known me well enough to believe that that's what I want out of it.
You might not want it, but they want it for you. Come, it's nearly time. The woman kind of waddles her way from the pedestal where she was speaking and starts to try and lead you through to a back room. Are you gonna follow her?
Great. What could be more fucked than one mage? More mages. I'll follow, but I'll keep a distance.
Okay, so following her through the back door, you're in a hallway. She'll take you back through the back of the hallway, which will lead you into a giant room. Opening up those wooden doors at the back of the hallway, it's like a straight shot. Through the doorway, you see hundreds or at least 100, maybe more, maybe 200 or 3, of people dancing and chanting. All of them wearing masks, and they're speaking a language you don't recognize. It's definitely not a modern language.
Mm-hmm.
As the chanting gets louder and louder, you see a younger woman at the center of it all. And on the pedestal, you see a very familiar face. On the altar, tied down, you see your mother.
I kind of clench my jaw really hard. Look at her. What's the meaning of this?
It's just, we must do what we must. Just as you must do what you must. You were not in contact with her, so why would you care? Besides, you won't be exiting this room. We need her heart for the sacrifice.
How close am I getting to the ritual?
So you would have to go down a set of stairs. You're not very close. You can feel the faith, though, is being generated and being built up in this room. Like, if you thought that woman
mechanically
alone
speaking,
was
what
bad, there's a lot there.
Okay,
But
mechanically speaking, what does that happen to me? Or what exactly affects me?
So, mechanically speaking, 1 second. Mechanically speaking, you cannot look at the ritual for too long.
Huh. Okay.
Or like feel like even looking at it, your eyes feel like they're about to start burning. You can look at it for a couple seconds, like you have to look away, and then you can look back. But it's like that sort of a thing. Tell me, Omen Keeper.
Yes.
Are you ready? Heart.
So we are in a room with hundreds.
Yep. And this
In the quick glimpse that I got on the sacrificial area, how many are there?
4 or 5, including the person with the knife.
Uh-huh.
You're also next to someone who you are fairly certain has true faith.
Yeah. Who could most likely just ward me out of fucking reality.
If they wanted to.
Ah, man. Here goes out the window being a fucking utility character. Fuck's sake.
Well,
Hard to be utility when you're just the only person.
yep. Are you gonna do anything, or are you gonna let this happen?
Did I notice any other pathways, exits, entrances, anything of the sorts? Maybe nearing the altar?
No, not at the. This is like the only entrance and the only exit.
Ah, from what I came from. So I would probably have to go through all of the people.
Yes.
Hmm.
You would also notice the altar appears to be made out of obsidian.
Oh, great. What the fuck would I even do? Now that's a fucking question.
Are you going to do anything? Like, again, you do not have to do anything. I am simply asking if you
I know. I'm just weighing my options and weighing what. I have an idea.
Okay,
But
what's your idea?
let me look at. Actually, I don't think it mentions a range.
What exactly are you looking at? Just so I can.
I'm looking at conflagration.
Oh, you're looking at conflict. Okay, so you're looking at.
Because I'm trying to check out if there is any range limitation. See any
It
mention?
doesn't say it. Okay.
Even if you're pushing any kind of range limitation or some kind of line of sight that would go beyond me,
Well, you would be able to
I would
line
be-
of sight this if you did, because you are within line of sight.
I would like to be at the edge of the line of sight, as close to the edge,
Okay.
like basically as far away as possible, but I could still target specifically around my mother.
Before you do this,
Okay.
roll me perception alertness difficulty 6.
Okay. And I see the. There it is. I don't know why I couldn't see it. Difficulty 6.
Yep, 6.
I'm gonna willpower.
Okay, go ahead.
That's 3 successes.
Okay, so right as you're about to spring into action, you take a closer look at what you believe to be your mother, and you realize that whoever this person is just wearing a mask that looks like your mom and is wearing a wig. It's not your mother.
Kinda.
If you still want to do this,
I was
you
kinda
still
ready.
can, but
As I was kind of readying my kind of my hand, kind of look at her, at the white-haired woman.
he's smiling at you.
Are you trying to mock me?
Mock you? No. No. I was curious how determined you would be if one that you truly cared for was in danger. Though, clearly you've seen through our ruse. Unfortunate.
Yes. Unfortunate. So, I'm gonna ask again. What are you expecting out of this meeting?
I'm expecting you to tell your friends not about this and to keep going on with whatever your plans are. I don't want you involved. And I'm not afraid. We are clearly not. As she says this, you hear a scream from the altar. To get our hands dirty. We outnumber you. Do not interfere. Kowalski of Omens.
Very well. It seems that I'm not welcomed. I'll take my leave.
Are welcome to stay. If you wish to feel her embrace. If you do not, I hope the 11th child finds you well.
Okay. Well, have a great rest of your night.
And you as well. Would you like any refreshments on the way out?
No, thank you. I don't think you would partake to my tastes anyways.
Not me, but there are others who could maybe sate your thirst.
I appreciate the generosity, but I'll have to refuse.
Understood. You have a wonderful evening now.
And
He'll let you
I
leave.
take my leave. Okay, I'll take my leave. Of course, I'm still keeping all my senses on high alert as I'm going out.
As
No
you're
fucking
leaving,
bullshit of.
you hear as you're like walking away. Enjoy yourself, Damien. I have a feeling these next few months will be quite engaging. And that's what she says as you walk away.
Okay. I kind of get out the trapdoor, go back from the staff entrance.
As you exit, like the main church, you don't feel the religious feeling anymore, so you're out of it. Where do you go from here? What do you do?
First and foremost, I kind of exit out the bar, kind of past the corner up until I'm not kind of in the window vision. Just kind of lean my back on the wall. I just sigh heavily.
Yeah.
Okay. Calm down. That was close. Oh boy.
Could you make
some of these impulses
a
sometimes.
conscience roll?
Sure.
Let me double check the difficulty before I tell you, because I need to double check humanity. What's your humanity?
5.
No, you didn't violate it technically, so you're good. Did just leave someone to die though.
Yes. I mean, it would be either that or me, to be fair. And probably
I
both,
understand.
technically.
So.
But yeah, no, I didn't have
after
humanity 5.
exiting the bar.
Huh.
You call up Frank? What are your plans?
I kind of take a bit of a breather, and then okay. I get in the car. As I drive, I kind of put on speaker, and I call Frank.
After the first ring, Frank answers, hey kid, what's up?
Hey, made the visit.
How'd it go?
Very hospitable.
I see.
They mentioned something about the city being under the embrace of this entity. And the disappearances may be a lot more connected to this. Unfortunately, the nature of the entity makes it hard to pinpoint who's disappeared.
I see. Well, that's something to look forward to. He kind of sighs and rubs his temples.
Do you know anything of this kind of multi-headed creature that
I
abducts and
found
removes out of
some
memory?
lupine text that might reference such a thing. But I'm still... I don't like the name it's been given. It's called a false worm, but there's even sparse information on it. Extremely sparse information on it. Could you give me perception alertness as you're driving home?
Sure. And specifically, I'm driving towards the apartment.
Yep. Difficulty 5 because of your auspex.
Yep. 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, as you're driving home from one of the sewers, you see a long, pale head extend out from the sewer. Its eyes are sunken, it has human teeth, and it's just smiling at you. But as soon as you pass it, you don't remember it. How does he react while he can see this?
After hearing kind of the details, and he kind of has this moment of recognition, he almost instinctually kind of wants to break and almost get a closer look, but as everything snaps away, just really that he was about to push a break, I was like, why am I doing this? I'm in the clear.
Yeah, you are. And you keep going. You make it to your apartment. There's no one stationed there now.
Yes, although I think this has been a bit discussed here and there that it had whatever of need from the others has been taken from here. Damien has been occasionally coming back and forth, at the least for the jobs.
Yes.
But and still, some at times it's still his preferred place to rest. He's not necessarily taken the Haven, as he's a kind of a place of rest during the days most of the time. There's only his days where he's actively working. But as kind of the past mentions, kind of gets inside, gets into that second bedroom.
Yep.
And he turns it upside down like a maniac.
You do find, well, perception investigation difficulty 9.
Investigation, okay. That's Pocket, I'll use the willpower.
Okay.
At the very least, 1 success.
2 successes.
2. Oh.
You find 2 things. You find an ID that has no image, but has a name associated with it.
Okay.
James Kowalski. And then you see a photo of you and your family with, well, it looks like your arm was around someone, but now there's no one there. Your arm's just kind of hanging in midair now. It was a childhood photo.
Kind of, like literally, I kind of grasped the photo, almost like I was about to rip it, but still keep it intact. Just drop it and put myself like literally ass down, almost like bump my head to the wall. No. It can't be. No. It was just me, mom and dad. It can't be. No.
Could you give me an anger frenzy check?
Sure. What is that exactly?
So if you go to your sheet. I'm just trying.
Oh, I do the general frenzy check?
Yeah, just general frenzy check, please.
Okay, what difficulty?
Difficulty, let's say you were pretty emotional, let's say 7.
Okay, hold up, it's not working. Why can't I select it?
1 second, let me...
I get the pop-up, but I can't select the difficulty.
You just click roll.
Okay.
I rolled it twice, but
Oops.
go ahead and just click roll.
I'll do that. Think.
You succeeded, so you're good.
2 success. Oh my god, amazing.
Yeah, so you managed to keep your beast in control, but you're still probably freaking out. So.
Yes. I'm gonna dismount them to the fucking ground. How the fuck do I even do this? Is it just me? Would they also be affected? I hope not. Oh, I would have loved to burn that body right now if I would have known this. They think they can laugh in. They think they're in the win. They think they know their true end. Nothing ends the way you want. Never happens like that. So why should they?
I think that's a good place to end it. Unless there's anything else you wish to do.
As things to do. Let me double check.
They definitely won't stop you from doing more if you want.
As long as he's not being called by others, I don't think he has anything put in the priority right now. Or
No
that would be something he would have checked. Like,
you right this second. Actually, get a call. Get a call from your mother.
I kind of hand shaking. Kind of take a short moment to take a breather. Yes?
Hey, Damien. I know we haven't spoken in a while. How are you doing?
Hey, Ma. I'm as per usual. Also with the job,
Yeah.
you know,
I
keeping
hope
hours.
it's going well. Listen, I don't have much time. Your dad's gonna kill me for telling you this, but I didn't want you to be totally surprised. We're in Savannah right now. We're on our way to your apartment.
Oh, okay. How soon?
30 minutes?
Oh, okay. Sure thing. I'll be waiting.
I look forward to seeing you. It's been too long.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, I kind of quickly close. I kind of look at the room that I just fucking devastated. I was like, okay, just putting together things that are as put together as I can in 30 minutes. Like, at the very least, the bed is usable and that kind of thing, and some of the stuff is put back in place. The bigger things.
Yeah. So you did you sell any of the extra clothes at all that you had in there because you didn't know anything at the time? Like, how emptied out is this room?
I mean, he's a man of waste want not, waste not, kind of thing. I mean, and considering the appearances, probably the clothing in size and fit were pretty close to him.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably kept most of it.
Yeah.
Just stuff that maybe was not necessarily a fit for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as he's kind of clearing all of this out, the photo and the ID, he takes them and keeps them on his person.
Yeah. So
And he kind of
you're able to clean it up. I'm not gonna make you roll. About 30 minutes later, you get a knock on the door.
takes a heavy breath, kind of shakes his head, opens.
Yeah,
opens
it's
the
your
door.
parents. What are
Hey,
their
Ma.
names? And what do they look like?
Ah, you son of a.
I mean, at least what do they look like? Because they kind of look like Damien, I know, but if you don't want to do names,
I would say, no. Appearance-wise, I think his dad, comparatively to Damien, he's a bit more built. He's obvious that kind of that ranch life, has done a bit more wonders to him. He's been more hands-on than Damien himself. Damien did some of the smaller stuff, but not necessarily a lot of the heavy lifting and things like that. So he's a bit more stockier, a bit better built in that regard. But with age, he's not musculature. He's more of a stocky kind of dad bod, especially with his age. His hair would be kind of close to his a brunette, but I think with time now, with age, he's mostly kind of whitened out. You maybe just barely see some resemblance of the brown hair that he had before.
Yeah, so that's Michael, spelled Kowalski, of course, spelled Michal. And the other one is double checking the name real quick. Ewa, so EWA. Because they still have very Polish names, so.
Fine, we'll keep it like that. Because to be fair, I've not necessarily given full details.
Yeah.
But if you can change this one, my idea was that dad it's mostly Polish, like mom is. It also has an ancestry, not necessarily Polish, Asian ancestry. My mind was, but a really old one, like fucking generations upon generation.
Yeah.
She's mostly full-blooded American at this point.
Yeah, so she's probably then. Let's just say her name is like Jessica or something.
Yeah, we'll figure out the details. It's fine.
We can clear up the details later,
in her case, she's a bit more. By comparison, kind of a bit smaller, thinner. Kind of Damien is kind of the in between of them, height-wise. Longer hair, but mostly kind of kept in a in a bun. In her case, she has in most cases her hair is not kept to her natural white. She's always changed her hair color. At this point, probably something that makes her look a bit more youth, maybe some shade of redhead, but a bit more darker, something like that. Something to keep her kind of youthful in some way, just because that's kind of how her style has always been, a bit more tomboyish in a way.
Yeah. So she's gonna give you a hug. Your mother is.
Mm-hmm.
And your dad's gonna go sit on the couch, probably.
Yeah. Hey, Ma. Hey, Dad. It's a surprise. I was not expecting this.
Well,
honestly,
I wanted to come see you since it'd been so long since we talked, and well, I wanted to let you know ahead of time, but Dad wanted to surprise you, so.
Yeah, it's fine. Sorry about this. If I would have probably known in advance, I would have done a little better. But anyway, want something? I don't know, a coffee, something to drink?
Yeah, I'd love a bite. Oh, I do want to let you know your dad hasn't been feeling well recently.
Okay.
So if he seems a bit off, that's why.
Okay. Was it old man? Did the age get to you already?
He looks at you. Something like that. It's been an interesting couple months, let's say.
I'm gonna be a bastard. Did the pings in any way hit?
No. But you can use your aura if you want.
I'll keep it kind of a bit on the back end, not yet.
Okay. Your mom gives you a
interesting
hint.
months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your dad got a new occupation and has been having a little bit of trouble adjusting. But it's been good, I think. I think it'll be good. It'll keep us feeling good. And speaking of, you notice her handshake is a little firmer than normal.
Okay. New occupation.
Something like that.
I found something interesting in Idaho.
Well, I had to leave Idaho. We didn't want to come here first, but we knew we had family here just while we're sorting out where exactly we want to go. We weren't welcome there, let's say.
Okay, that's unusual. It's pretty, from what I've heard, it's a pretty lively city. I mean, it's a close-knit community, yes, but I never expected it to be a problem.
No, one of the Farah's companies bought out the whole residential area.
Oh.
You would know this. This is not something you need to roll. There are 2 Farah companies, but like PHARA. The first one is Farah Pharmaceuticals, which was founded by a father. And the mother disappeared. That was like a pretty big story at one point. But then the daughter, by the name of Madison Farah, she started a firearms company called Farah Firearms. And the two have been, well, let's just say the family now both deals in death and in healing. But you would also know that there was some sort of falling out between the father and the daughter.
I see.
A couple years ago, which is why she started the firearms company.
Okay. So what? Did it turn it like in some kind of industrial place?
Yeah, she's trying to start a gun factory. She wants to produce her own firearms. Gave us a lot of money to leave as well.
So, where'd you head up this past month then?
We've been traveling the country mostly. But
Oh, that's
we
nice.
didn't want to spend all our money, so we wanted to come here before making a final decision. And your dad is looking for somewhere new to settle, so we wanted to at least see our son.
Well, I appreciate the visit. Yes, I know it's been
You're
a while.
kind of a little surprised, I would say. Give me a
Yes.
perception alertness difficulty 6.
Okay. Should I not? Fine, willpower.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
4 successes. Damn.
Okay, yeah, you notice your dad's a bit pale.
I kind of not necessarily a double take. I kind of like a double blink more than anything.
Yeah.
Just like I feel like my eyes were unclear. Fine, I'm biting my tongue, but I'm gonna do an aura perception.
Okay, roll it.
Oh, it was 6. Damn it. Oh well.
Okay.
We just can't count it. Oh, 2 successes.
2 successes, so I'll tell you what. Your mother has some pale blotches in her aura, and your father has a pale aura.
Pale. Okay.
Pale indicates vampire, and pale blotches indicates.
Yeah, I know. Aura colors are pale. Yeah. I kind of have this kind of dry swallow. Well, I really appreciate the visit. I really do. Look, I know things have been difficult. I've not been necessarily in touch. Things are hectic, and it was never my style to keep in call with everybody that I know. But is it anything else that you're looking for, like in Savannah? Is there like a specific reason why you've chosen Savannah aside from, visiting?
I mean, I just wanted to visit you before trying to figure out where we want to settle. That's really it. Why? Is there something we should know? That's your mother speaking.
I was kind of wondering the same thing. Because, all of this, excuse me if I'm forward, it's a bit sudden, and yes, I'm not necessarily expecting the same treatment, a different treatment from what I've given you. It's fair to assume, but it's a lot to take in that all of this happened in the past month. Now I've heard of it for the first time. I'm guessing, probably with the conversations, you're not necessarily in a tight spot, but hey, if there was like a problem along the way, I still would have been a call away.
Well,
whatever past is past, yes, but that doesn't mean that I would not necessarily help you. You're still my family. You're still my parents.
I think your mom kind of looks over to your dad. And your dad just kind of shrugs. It happened to you too.
I just sigh. One. Before any other question. Who? Clan, sect, whatever.
Your dad sighs Hands up. I'm... You're not. The bot? Not me personally. I got out of there. But the one who made me was with a group they called the Sabat. As for my clan... What did they call me? Serpent of the Light?
Serpent of the Light.
Give me a. I'll make you roll. I'll let you roll for this if you want to try and reach through your knowledge banks. Wits occult. I'll make this difficulty 7.
Three successes.
Okay. You would know that's the bot variation of the Setites. So basically the Setite anti-tribute.
Well.
I'm not associated with them. I don't agree with their whole thing. And your mom's only like she is so that I can get her through cities without getting into too much trouble.
So you've not gone far with her?
No. I don't. I mean, I want to be with her forever, but I also don't want to make her have to experience this.
I kind of sigh. I kind of sit down. Well, the thing is, the ministry is holding up here. The Camarilla version of the clan, the bigger one, I guess, in this situation.
From my research shows they're independent. They're not really associated with the Camarilla.
Yes. What, were you expecting some sort of haven out of them?
No.
I'm not sure how they treat...
I don't want to be associated with them. I'm just trying to find a city that's not... My hope is to find a place that doesn't have a government. Where I and my wife can just live out our days somewhere peaceful. At least someone can hope, you know? I don't want to meet final death. I just want to exist and learn more about what I am. I don't want to hurt nobody.
And do you believe you can hold your reins? Or what could be perceived as infinity?
That's my plan, at least. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out where I can go that's like that. And I don't want to go up to Appalachia. And I don't want to... I was looking maybe at a city called Fairhope over in Alabama, but I'm not sure.
Unfortunately, I'm also kind of disconnected with the politics of it all. I do not know who is in charge of where, in what side. The only thing that I was able to get a glimpse of, which not sure if it's a worry or a relief. Back home, from what I've heard, is pretty injured free.
Yes, that's why we were kicked out. Well, part of the reason. It wasn't... Well, we were compensated, at least. But we were told fairly with no, Well, let's just say there were Nos up there. And they very much did not want us to stay. They offered us a lot of money to leave. So.
There.
I've heard California has something going on with the Anarchs, but I don't. They're too performative. They don't care about what they say they care about.
Unfortunately, that's the world we live in right now.
I know.
Everybody has their own interests and their own purposes, and they don't necessarily keep to their necessarily grander ideals, or at the very least, they have a twisted version of their grand ideals.
I just want to find peace. But I don't want to find that peace in the final death. And I mean, it's not so bad. I mean, I have my wife. I have... Well, you're still here. But... I don't know how many people a small city can support, which is why I'm not... I mean, you have your own thing going on here. I don't want to take you from that, whatever that is. I'm only playing.
Indulge me. I'm curious on the perspective. Indulge me. And how did you think of managing it? The feeding. They need to stay in check.
Feeding from live people for the past couple months. I've not frenzied at all. I've managed to keep it in. I mean, I frenzied when I first, you know, but...
Yes, I am aware of the effect of the embrace, but... So, what? Anyone who stepped in your way who was not necessarily a fan that you've defected just became your next snack, and that's it?
No. My hope is to hide in plain sight. If they don't think there's a vampire there, then there shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, but once you're in that, how are you planning to maintain this act? Because you're still gonna need to satiate the life that you are hiding.
And I am satiating. Your mom takes up. I've been offering a little bit when we can't find no one else.
And what of her? What of Mom? You said you want to bring her into this.
I don't.
And you said that you at the same time want to do this whole live your days for as long as you can, or for infinity. Yes, her schooling would allow her to stay for that, but it's still a tight control. One slip up and she's dust.
Then what? Do you want me to turn her?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just want to see how you're looking at all of this. That's all.
I only take from people who are willing to be drank from. I do ask permission before drinking. Yes. That's why I'm trying to not really make the camera aware of what I'm doing, because I've been told that's a big no-no.
Yes, it can be considered like a nasty breach of the masquerade.
I'm just trying to do right by folks, and I'm hoping they'll do right by me. I want to believe that this world ain't so bad, that there can be somewhere where I can just find some peace.
Maybe there is. I just haven't found that either.
And what about you? You haven't spoken about yourself. What were you turned into?
Something worse. Something
A
way
fiend?
worse.
What? One of the dragons?
At the very least, that's what I'm portraying myself. Yes, true. I am a fiend for those who think of me this way, who know of me within this fucking game of politics. But no, I'm an exile. I'm a boogeyman of all kindred, Kenites or whatever. Wherever I go, if they find what my true nature is, I'm just on the chopping block.
Well, then you better not let anyone find out what that is. And I'm not going to ask questions.
Good.
Just try to keep yourself out of trouble. I actually do care about you, regardless of if we haven't talked much.
Sentiment is mutual, Dad. It is.
I'm gonna get to bed. Have a good night, Damien.
As well.
And I think that's where we're gonna end it. So
Yeah, I think that's a
thank
good.
you so much for coming out. I hope y'all enjoyed. For those who did, let me see who we're gonna raid out to. Let's raid out.
You have so many
to-
options.
I do have options. Let's raid out to. Yeah, let's do Charon, one of the fellow players.
Hmm. I'm just putting to the message, we're in danger, and that's it, no context.
Yep, no context. Bye now, monsters, and thank you for coming out.